Hello, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. We are going to get started in 1 second. I am just getting TikTok ready and then we'll start. Okay, just give me a second, please. Welcome in, everybody. How you doing? Mary Joy, welcome in. Nicholas Cage, welcome in. Chris, welcome in. Black Beauty, 15, welcome in. How's everybody doing today? Debbie, welcome in. Teddy P, 72, welcome in. Give me 1 second. I want to close my door. I will be right back. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Using 183, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Hope everybody's doing great in this 2026 season. I hope everybody's ready to rock and roll. Trucking Histor, welcome in. Thanks for joining. How's everybody doing today on this beautiful Friday? Is anybody on the road right now? I am obviously at home. I'm not on the road, but I will be on Sunday. Thanks for being here. We're going to talk about joining a team today. We're going to talk about building a trucking team. Kate, welcome in. How are you? Long time no see. Happy New Year, Kate, to you, 2026. We're back at it. I've taken about a week and a half off. I took a lot of time off, painted my daughter's room. Got some notes together. We're going to start building a team in 2026. We are going to build a team of small carriers and drivers to go after Congress and Senate. We're going to go after the Trucking Association by state, DMV, OOIDA, ADA, American Trucking Association. I almost forgot that. The insurance companies, the tolls, parking, repairs. We're going after everybody, and we are applying a lot of pressure in 2026. We are going to take back the trucking industry. We're fed up. We're sick and tired of making nothing, and we are going to take back the trucking industry. Right, carriers? Right, drivers? Let's do it. Doc Holiday, what's going on, man? Is this real? Welcome in. Ed Estrada, welcome in. We're going to start rocking and rolling here in a minute. Let's get some more people. Hey, thank you, Doc. I appreciate it. Thank you for the heart me. Let's see. Happy New Year, everybody. 2026 is here. Can you believe it? 2026. Holy smokes, you guys. Holy moly. Um, Anyways, I'm glad you guys are here. We're going to talk about a lot of things today. We're going to talk about trucking. We're going to talk about carriers. We're going to talk about freight brokers. We need to get bad brokers out of the industry. We need to get bad drivers out of the industry, bad insurance folks out of the industry, carriers and brokers outside of the United States. They need to go. Cabotage. We need to fix it, man. There is so much stuff. Um, yeah, is this real? Says Vince, you are getting old looking. That's because I'm tired, brother. I am tired and stressed. Um, yep, Kate says, how about to be your own broker? I've thought about it. I'm a truck driver. I can't be a broker. And I definitely could not take advantage of people and take money away from their families. I couldn't do it. But I have thought of it. I'm not gonna lie, I have thought of it. Facebook, welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Welcome, welcome. Um, let's see. Hang on, guys. What is going on here? Okay. So how's everybody doing? What did everybody do on New Year's? Was anybody here driving during New Year's? or did you guys all have parties, family? What were y'all doing? We're gonna start bringing up drivers here in a minute. If anybody wants to come up, go ahead and drop it down in the chat. I'll start bringing up people. Just to let everybody know, we're going to do 3-minute timers on drivers so everybody gets a chance to speak. I'm only going to bring up max 4 people at a time. And I'm starting a New Year's resolution. And that New Year's resolution is we're not talking shit about truck drivers anymore. Anybody here on this channel that talks crap, calls a driver, a name, or says that they're not worth something, or they put down a driver, you will be muted. Truck drivers, they're the backbone of this country. They work really hard. They sacrifice so much for this country. So even the worst truck driver on the planet Earth, I don't want to insult that driver, because if that driver drives 2,000 or more miles a week, I'm sorry, but that driver has earned the right to have a little bit of respect and dignity and knowledge that they exist, and they sacrifice, and they miss holidays and important events, and they go mental, and they give up their physical appearance. And our average lifespan is 62 years old. You guys hear me say it all the time, right? Yo, Connected Cargo, what's up, brother? I need to write you down actually on my hang on one sec, let me write down Connected Cargo. What was your name again, bro? Connected Cargo, what was your name again? I'm gonna write you down. Connected Cargo. I'm good, Ghost Trucker. How are you doing? Hayden, that's what it was. Hayden. Thanks, brother. I'm gonna give you a shout out. So yeah, so Ghost Trucker says, "How are you, Vince?" I'm good, man. I'm starting today, brother. We are building a team, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. I want to see what STR8 says. I drove over Christmas and made it. Got home in time for New Year's. Fun ride. Right on, man. Yeah, I just barely made it home Christmas Eve, like 11:30 at night. It was insane, man. I won't say how many drivers. Michael, thank you for the follow. I won't say how many miles I drove a day, but let's just say I really put it in the wind, man. I put the pedal to the metal. You know what I mean? It was insane. Lala, welcome in. Let's see. Ghost Trucker says, didn't know your main TikTok got taken down. Yeah, it did, man. And I had 22,000 followers, brother. 22,000 followers. I was a little depressed on that one. Yeah, that was bad, dude. But you know what? It's okay, because I learned it's not about the followers, it's about getting the right people connected. To me, that's what it's about. Because a lot of followers are not truck drivers or advocates, or they're not carriers, brokers, they're not insurance people. And then that's okay too. Like, if regular American citizens want to follow and listen, that's all good too. But what we are doing here is real advocacy work. We are truly, truly trying to unite 2 million truck drivers and save the trucking industry. We are truly trying to have the best of the best truck drivers, the best of the best brokers, the best of the best, not shippers, because we need shippers no matter what they are. But, we need the best of the best back in the trucking industry. We need to get rid of the rest. We don't need 4 million truck drivers. We need 2 million qualified professionals. That's what we need. We don't need all these yahoos. We just don't. Ghost Trucker says, we learn and rebuild stronger. That's right, brother. So I had a whole stack, man, of like notes and things I was thinking about and this and that. Dude, January 1st, I kind of lost it for a minute, lost my way. I threw it all out, dude. I'm starting from scratch. I just wrote this down tonight. We'll talk about that in a minute, but I'm starting from scratch, clearing my head, and we're going to start from scratch, dude. Lucky, what's up? Lucky is in the house. Everybody go give Lucky a follow and be nice to her, or she will mute you, because she's a moderator. One of a few moderators is here, so be nice to Lucky. Like Santa, be nice or you're going to get coal in your stockings. Doc Holliday says, need professional courtesy and polite individuals who know their job inside and out. That's right. Yeah, truck drivers that take a shower, put cologne on, right, or perfume, and brush their teeth, and are polite and courteous and act like true professionals. That's what we need. That's what we need. So let's see. Once again, okay, we're gonna start bringing people up. Just so everybody knows again, everybody gets at least 3 minutes. I want everybody to know how important they are. We're gonna bring up people 3 minutes at a time, and please, no insulting truck drivers, okay? It's not gonna go over well. All right, Misty, welcome in. How are you? Or Mystical, sorry. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm good. I'm good. What's on your mind tonight?
Nothing. And you?
Me, well, we are building a team of, thank you for the heart me sport. We are building a team of small carriers and truck drivers tonight. Would you like to join our team?
Yes.
You would? What do you do? Are you a truck driver, small carrier, what?
No. I'm a seller assistant.
You're a what?
Seller assistant.
A Salem assistant? What is that?
Seller assistance.
Okay, what is that? I don't understand. So are you in the trucking industry or no? Oh, sales assistant. Okay, the day cab. So you're a sales assistant, a sales assistant in the trucking industry or what? Yeah, gringo, that's what I'm thinking too. Are you in the United States, Mystical? Are you residing in the United States or no? Okay, well, what's that? All right, well, thanks for coming in, man. Have a great night and take care. All right?
All right.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. I don't know what that was about. Sorry about that. Gringo says he's one of the Ethiopians coming to rip us off. You're probably right. So, hey, thanks for reminding me. By the way, I throw all my notes in the trash. You know why? Because my head started getting so clouded that I kind of like lost it for a little while. And so we're starting over. Why? My dad taught me when I was real little, whenever your mind gets clouded and too much is in there and you're doing too much, you need to just like throw everything out and start over. You know what I mean? So that's what we're doing. So okay, so thank you for that. And just so you know, tonight's live is just very chill. Anybody that wants to come up, feel free to come up. Again, we are building a team at Ton, Truckers Unite Now, Ton. We are building a team of small carriers, drivers, brokers, Hayden, you can join if you want. We are building a team of good people in the trucking industry that together, collectively, we are going to apply pressure to Congress and Senate, insurance companies, trucking associations by state. I didn't know this till a month ago. Did you know that ATA, the American Trucking Association, has little finger branches in every state? There is a trucking association in your state that is ran by the ATA. Did you know that? And don't feel embarrassed like if you just are figuring it out. I just figured it out a month ago. And I'm embarrassed to say that. Like I'm learning so much. I've been a driver for 11 years, lease owner operator for 8, and I'm just figuring this stuff out. So it's all good. Doc Holliday says, I've heard of that. Yeah. So here's the idea, guys. Truckers Unite Now, ton. What if, and I need your guys' advice. This is a team. This is a collective team of individuals. It's not me just running the show, right? We're all free people. We're all individuals. But here's my thought. What if we have 48 carriers, drivers, brokers, whoever, good people that love the trucking industry? What if we have 48, one per state, and then we have another 9 people per state? So we have 10 people per state that go after and apply pressure to Congress and Senate in their state, their trucking association, which is an off branch of the ATA, DMV, the insurance companies, the toll companies, parking, repairs, OOIDA. You get the point, right? Like whatever our issues are, we have people in place in each state. So it'd be about a team of 480 people. I think we can do it. That's what my channel has always been about. That's what I would really like to see is 480 independent individuals that unite on one front and collectively, as individuals, fight for the trucking industry. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? Is it a good idea? Do you think it can be done? Because what I've heard over the last 11 years is that truck drivers will never unite. But you know what? I call bullshit. You know why I call bullshit? I'll tell you why right now. Okay, hold on. Let's go over these real quick and then I'll tell you why I call bullshit. Okay, Doc Holliday says 45 years, 6 million mile club. Damn, Doc Holliday, I would love for you to be on our team, brother, if you're willing. Anybody that would like to be on our team, man, you know, guys like you, that we need people like you, man. We really do. Um, let's see. Connected Cargo said how to okay, right on, man. That's cool. Yeah, Doc Holiday, we would love to have you, man, if you're interested. Let's see. Connected Cargo says get regulations for guaranteed pay minimums for truck not used, detention, layovers, better conditions. I agree. Better conditions. Let me write that down. Thank you, Hayden. All right, let's see. Better pay, better pay for tone you, truck not used, detention. Anybody has any advice? You can see I'm writing this stuff down and layovers. Who's you know who's good for that? FOPT. So who's good for that? Cargo is FOPT, Friends of Public Transportation Mike over at FOPT Cupcake, right? At 10.4. He's really good for that. But thank you. All right, let's see. The Day Cab Bandit says, what will be the common goal beyond announcing our complaints? Our common goal will be whatever we decide collectively. So my idea is we have 48 team leaders and we have 432 spear drivers, right? That's 480 drivers total, 10 per state. Okay. On the 1st and the 15th, we meet up on X and all the team, you know, the spear drivers can be there too, but that it's too many people, right? They can listen, but the 48 team leaders, one for each state, collectively talk on the 1st and the 15th. We'll designate a time, and these are things that we will discuss. What are we doing in the next for the next 2 weeks? What are we doing with our state with our 10 people? And maybe that can grow, but this is just a start. This is just a start of free people, free individuals. Because see, the thing with a group, you have to be really careful where people are completely free. And here's why. Let's say I'm like, hey, everybody, let's go to the White House together. And everybody's Truckers Unite now, right? And one person does something really dumb, okay? Gets in a fight, does something illegal, whatever. Guess who they're going to come after? Guess who they're going to come after, right? Let's say you're the team leader in Arizona, right? They're going to come after you if something happens in Arizona with your 10 drivers or small carriers or brokers or whatever. You don't have to be a carrier or a driver to be on this team. You can be, you know, a good insurance person like Hayden. You can be a shipper. Just we need good people in the trucking industry, right? It's not all just about the drivers. We are a family. We are a unit anyway. It takes all of us to make this work, to make these trucks go vroom vroom, right? A mechanic can be part of this team. So what our goal is whatever we decide to do every 2 weeks, we decide, not me. We decide. Okay. I'm just one person out of 480, right? Whatever the team leaders of each state decide. Like let's say Illinois is wanting to go after their Ukrainian ran toll system that makes billions of dollars a year. And by the way, allegedly that goes against our constitution. And also, none of those billions of dollars go back into the USA. That money for the toll system in the state of Illinois goes to Ukraine. I don't know about you, but I'm not okay with that. I am tired of our tax dollars going outside of this country, and I'm tired of our money in general going outside of this country. I want to see that money. If anything, that money should go to I don't like Illinois at all, but it is America, so I do love it a little bit. And that money should go to Illinois. So just for example, to answer that question, the day cab, um, it's whatever we decide for that 2 weeks. Maybe all 480 of us need to apply pressure somehow to the toll system to get rid of it. Because in my opinion, we need to get rid of tolls altogether for big rigs, period. Or it needs to be like $5 a state. And I'm serious. I know that sounds crazy, but listen, folks, we have been brainwashed. We have been brainwashed, manipulated, and gaslit to think that it's some kind of flex to work 120 hours a week. That's not a flex. That is unintelligent. Wouldn't it be wise to work 1/3 of what we're working right now and get paid 3 times the amount? What could you guys do with 200,000 a year in your pocket? I don't know about you, but that would create a really good life for my family and I. And the money is there, you guys. Trust me, the money is there. People will say it's not, but it is. All right, give me one sec. Welcome in on YouTube. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you're here. Welcome in. We're also we are on TikTok, Facebook. We are streaming live. Just so everybody knows, we are streaming live on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and X. So if anybody wanted to decide to go somewhere else, you're looking at the same thing. All right. So that basically the day cab to answer your question. That's what we're doing. Connected Cargo says ethical brokers will back you up for um, accessorials. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Accessorials. That's what we need, bro. I remember wheeling and dealing, Hayden. Like, I don't know. I remember just like 4 or 5 years ago being able to wheel and deal and get an extra 200-300 bucks for a load in accessorials. No more, brother. Those days are gone. Those days are gone, and it's not fun anymore, man. It's not fun to not be able to wheel and deal, really. But that is the purpose of what we're trying to do too, is educate drivers and help owner operators become more business savvy. Um, I pay mine out. Okay, Hayden pays his out. Everybody go follow Hayden. Look at 22 beautiful, awesome, amazing souls in here right now. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for tapping that screen. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for the comments, you guys. It helps the algorithm. It helps Truckers Unite now get out there. We are building a team of 480 souls, amazing souls. Okay, sorry, we need 48 team leaders, that one per state, okay? And we need 432 spear drivers or spear people, I'm going to call them, or we can call them something different. And those individuals are going to help the team leaders, okay? So here we go. We are an independent and we are independent and can join other groups, but we are united under ton, Truckers Unite now, shoulder to shoulder, and unite on the 1st and the 15th on X to decide together as an independent team what our next goal is for the next 2 weeks, right? Let's see. Okay, Patrick King, Phoenix, Arizona here. What's going on, Patrick? Are you saying you'd like to be a part of this team? Is that what you're saying? Anybody that wants to be a part of this team, I'm going to need you to DM me your full first and last name and your phone number, please. Okay. And then we're going to get a list of contacts going where everybody can be connect with each other. 26 Folly says, hey man, so I'm fixing to start a podcast called Truckers Shenanigans just for trucker stories. That's awesome, bro. 26 Folly. Everybody go follow him or her. I'm not sure. Oh, you're already following me. Dude, bro, that's awesome. I'll check that out, man. I love that. I love that, dude. That's cool. Patrick, so I don't know if you heard me. Hey, thank you for the follow, 26. I followed you also. Patrick, so yes, okay. Patrick, if you want to, do you want to be a team leader for the state of Arizona, or do you want to be a spear driver for the one of the 10 for Arizona? Take your pick. So basically, a team leader is going to make videos on social media, make videos, and keep the 9 spear drivers organized, motivated, and share ideas of what we might decide to take action on every 2 weeks. So the 1st and the 15th, we're going to meet up on X. Team leaders are going to be the ones talking, and we're going to be deciding what our next move is. It might be something just in your state. It might be we might do something collectively. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. I need you. Okay? I need you. I don't have all the answers. I'm one man, right? I'm one lease owner operator. That's it. All right? I have a little bit of knowledge. There's a lot of folks smarter than me that I rely on. So, for example, carriersunited.com. I don't know if you guys know Trucking Pontificator, Leander, awesome guy. He's trying to help small carriers. AFFTRA, I'm sure you guys have all heard it. David McCone, he has put together the American Freight and Fair Transportation Reform Act to get company drivers $1 a mile and to get owner operators $5 a mile. FOPT is Friends of Public Transportation. Mike, also known as Cupcake, he's got an awesome organization going to help truck drivers. JJ Trucking Consultant. If you know of a bad broker, give him a holler. He's at JJ Trucking here on TikTok, right? He's an amazing guy. He will help you go after and apply pressure to bad brokers. WeTheTruckers.com, which is 3J Trucking, Jane and Moonshine Express Mike, their boyfriend, girlfriend, they're a team drivers. And they put together a site called WeTheTruckers.com, and it's of all trucking advocates, me being one of them. There's like 6 other trucking advocates on there. Moonshine Express, Mike, is also part of WeTheTruckers.com website. Audrey Walliser, I don't know if you all know her. She's an expert in civics and loves the trucking industry. She's new to the trucking industry. She's not a truck driver, but she is an amazing civics. Like, you know, want to know something about Congress or Senate or the president or the judicial system, the executive branch, hit her up. She's amazing. Wayne Campbell, 40 years experience. W Bob Trucking, Morning Coffee with Bob, amazing man. Him and his wife Deb team, they're amazing. They're also advocates. Texas Jamie Noah, amazing guy. I'm going to talk to him tomorrow. Lee and Lisa Schmidt, Trucking with the Schmidts. Okay, this is what they do, guys. They know this damn book like the back of their hand. They know this book like the back of their hand. All 700 and something pages. They are experts, right? Connected Cargo, Hayden, amazing broker. He's an honest, actual, good broker. We need more men like him. Anyway, that's just an example of people, and I haven't written down everybody yet, but that's just an example of people that I get my ideas from, that we all can get our ideas from. All right. So I think this can work, you guys. 480 people. That sounds like a lot, but it's not. That's a start. Do you know OOIDA has about 150,000 members? Now, that doesn't seem like a lot, but to get, and it's not really a lot considering we have 350 million Americans, but 100, what if we could get 2 or 300,000 truck drivers that are all united on one front? Okay. They are independent and free. Oh, Charles Claiborne. I can't believe I forgot him. Hold on. Excuse me 1 second. Charles Claiborne. How the hell could I forget good old Charles, man? Claiborne. He was going to run for Congress for Mississippi. You believe that? Anyway, okay. I'm getting off topic. So OOIDA has about 150,000 members, and they are powerful in DC. They are freaking powerful. So if we had 2 or 300,000 truck drivers that were all, or carriers or brokers or insurance guys, gals, whatever, even American citizens, you don't even have to be a truck driver to be on this team. You just have to love the trucking industry. The great thing about this team, because I've been watching I've been doing this for about 5 months, and you know what I notice? I noticed that truck drivers are very, how do I put it? They nobody wants to like join just one thing. So what if we get a group? What if we get a bunch of individuals that are moving shoulder to shoulder together? So we're not on one bandwagon, but we are united under one umbrella, moving in unison together. Okay? We're not doing one thing, but together we're doing that one thing. Does that make sense? So like everybody is free to do whatever they want, But like, let's say I want to go after the toll system that is ran and owned by Ukrainians. Let's say I want to go after them and apply pressure to them and get rid of that toll system in Illinois. Let's say. And then I get on my live here and I tell 480 amazing people, hey, um, how about this is what I'm going to do. If you would like to join me, let's go. And then obviously you're going to want to not have the toll system too. If you're a truck driver, carrier, you don't want those BS tolls that are going to Ukraine. If anything, that money needs to stay here in the US. I wouldn't feel so bad if it stayed in the US. Um, you know what I mean? Supporting our families. But the fact that it goes to Ukraine's bullshit. The ELD, let's get rid of it. That's my opinion. I don't need mommy and daddy telling me when I can and can't go to sleep. And it's a bunch of hypocrisy, ELD, because during the pandemic, I uh I did this one load for how do I put this on TikTok? I did a load coast to coast, west coast to east coast, and it was for best way I could just say it is the government. And I was able to, well, let's just say it like this. Right now, there's any kind of emergency powers, they give an exemption, right, on an ELD. So let's say there's flooding, like flooding right now going on in the Seattle area, Washington. Well, they'll give an exemption. They'll give a pause on your ELD, your electronic log system. They will give you a pause. Basically you can run 15 hours a day, 18 hours a day. So in their emergency, it's okay for you to make more money or to get something done, right? But what if you fall 1 hour short of Los Angeles? What if it's 12 o'clock at night? What if it's 11 o'clock at night and you want to get into LA so you don't have to deal with all the traffic and lose half a day? And you're trying to get that, that could cost you an entire load. It's going to cost you half a day for sure, bare minimum. So you you cannot run you cannot run illegally for your benefit. Doesn't matter if you need extra Christmas presents for your kids, or you got to pay a bill, you need money to pay for your car payment, your mortgage, your rent. No, you know, you need to follow the law. But if the state has an emergency or the feds have an emergency, then it's okay. We'll make an exception this one time because we need, and I'm sick of it. We, the people, listen, this is a constitutional republic, all right? This is a constitutional republic. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, right? Not and to the democracy for which it stands. And what a constitution means is we, the people, run the government. We, the people, tell the government what to do. So, whatever our pursuit of happiness is, that is what the government's job is to do. So, again, we're building a team, 480 souls we need to to create this team to apply pressure to Congress and Senate. Example, Missouri, Sam Graves, congressman out of Missouri. He is at the head of the Transportation of Infrastructure Committee, which basically runs all of your lives, okay? There are two bills right now sitting on Sam Graves' desk. Two bills. One is Connor's Law, English proficiency. The other one is the GOT Act, which is overtime pay for truckers. Let me ask y'all, how far do you think that's gotten? I'm sorry, I'm way behind on comments. I am so sorry. How far do you think that has gotten on Sam Graves' desk? Nowhere. It hasn't gone to a flippin' moved 1 inch. It's collecting dust. Ask Charles Claiborne. All right, he talks about it all the time. Hi, honey. So excuse me 1 second. Hi, Wendy. Uh, what does this team have to do? I'll tell you right now, Sarah. Give me 1 second. Hi, sweetheart. What are you gonna do?
Are you almost done?
No, probably like 30 more minutes.
All right. I just
Okay. You
I get
okay? You can stay awake. Just try to keep the volume down, okay? If you can. I'm probably gonna be a little loud. All right. All right, sweetheart. Sorry about that, guys. That's my little girl. All right. So check it out. Check it out. So Sam Graves. All right, so we have 10 people. We have a team leader and we have 9 spear drivers for Missouri, right? And they're like, hey, Vince of Nevada, and hey, Sarah of Florida, and hey, Tim of New York. Sam Graves is not doing anything. Dude, can you and your 9 spear drivers or 9 spear people, they don't have to be drivers, can you and your people, can, excuse me, my light just went off. Actually, is that better? Should you guys think I should do this instead? Yeah, you can see me better now, huh? Actually. Hold on, let me turn that light back on, you guys. I apologize. Hang on. My light was turned off. Let me get this back on, guys, and then we'll rock and roll. Oh, I didn't lock it in. All right. All right, we're back. I apologize. Thank you for the follow. Gil, I appreciate the follow, man. Thank you, brother or sister. Okay, Sarah, I'll get to that in a minute, okay? Unplug the Joker and run. Oh, aren't you funny today? Jane, welcome, man. What's up, Jane? I was just talking about you and Mike. I was just talking about you guys. All right, so I'll kind of start over. What are we doing here? All right, ton, Truckers Unite now, TUN, ton. We are building, like we the people, we the truckers, we are building a team of 480 beautiful souls that we need to build a team. What are we going to do with this team? Well, first, we need one team leader for each state. Okay, this team leader makes videos and then makes videos. Sorry, let me back up. We need one team leader per state, and we need 9 other drivers per state. Team driver, the team driver or the team leader of that state runs the 9 spear drivers. Okay, so there's 10 people per state. So 48 states. We're focusing on the 48 lower states, right? We can do Hawaii and Alaska too if we get big, but what we would like to do is get 480 people, okay, 10 per state. And what are we going to do, Sarah? I'm glad you asked. What we are going to do is whatever we decide to do. This is just the start. This is grassroots. This is a grassroots team, okay, all under one umbrella that are free people, that are free individuals to go join any other group. They can come and go as they want. We either are going to win together or we're going to fail together. As much energy as you put into it is how we're either going to win or lose. Because here's the thing. I can't control everybody. You can't control everybody. And I don't even want to control everybody. Okay. So for example, I want to be the team leader of Nevada. Unless I meet another Nevada driver that wants it more, or small carrier or brokers can do this too. Brokers can be part of our team too. We love good people here at Truckers Unite now, right? We love good people. We're not against brokers. We're not against shippers. We need brokers. We need shippers. We need insurance people, but we need good people. We need Americans. We need good spirited, God-fearing people. You don't have to be God-fearing, but I mean, it would be nice, but that's a whole other subject, right? We won't get into religion because that's not what this is about. This is about the trucking industry. This is about saving the trucking industry. So, Sarah, what this is about 480 people on a team that are all individually free, but they move in unison together to tackle a problem. Every 1st and the 15th of the month, we get together on X, 48 team leaders talking to each other while the other 432 are listening. So the other 432, they're basically going to be going back and forth with their team leaders. Whatever the team leaders tell the other 9 to do, they'll work it out together. So maybe maybe the first 2 weeks of January, we tackle Congress and Senate, all of us in one state, or maybe just individually in our states. Like, I don't have all the answers, guys and gals, but we do together, and we will unite. That we will do. I can't stand it when people say truck drivers will never unite. You know what? I call bullshit. And you know why? We got carriersunited.com. We got Leander doing his thing. Bobby Loads to be a leader. Approach Bobby Loads. Yep. We got David doing the AFFTRA, right? America Freight and Fair Transportation Reform Act. We got Mike over at FOPT, Friends of Public Transportation. We got JJ Consulting, Jaime. If you have a bad broker that you need to go after, JJ will help you out. We the Truckers, Jane's on here right now. Jane and Mike, Moonshine Express, they have the website We the Truckers that have, I think there's 6 or 7 great advocates, trucking advocates on there that you can choose from to go join. Audrey Walliser, she's great in civics. Wayne Campbell, W. Bob Trucking, and Deb, they've both got over 30 years experience. Texas Jamie, I'm going to talk to him tomorrow about Noah. He's got 40,000 members on Facebook. Lee and Lisa Schmidt, you all know Lee and Lisa, Trucking with the Schmidts, right? They are experts at this book. This 700 pages, they know it inside and out, right? 371.3 broker transfer, they know it by heart. All right. You're welcome, Jane. Connected Cargo, Hayden, he's a great broker. You can go talk to, I think he's still here. And Charles Claiborne, right? So there are a lot of amazing people here that know way more than I do. I just kind of feel like my purpose in the trucking industry is to unite us all. That's kind of what I feel my purpose is. Oh, you know what? American, what is that one Shannon Jane, what is Shannon's group called? American United? No. Uh yeah, what are they called? I forget, but I need to write them down. Shannon and what's his name? I've been friends with Wayne for years. Okay, Sarah says I've been friends with Wayne for years. Yeah, there we go. American what United? ARU. That's anyways. Okay, so tell me what you guys think. And I think it can work. You know why I think it can work? Because it's going to be 480 people that are not in a group together. They are just moving in sync. They're moving in unity. They are moving collectively together on a front to tackle a goal. So maybe the first 2 weeks of the month is to apply pressure to Sam Graves out of Missouri, the congressman out of Missouri, right? To get the GOT Act, overtime pay for truckers passed, Connor's Law, English proficiency passed. Then the next 2 weeks in January, right? We meet up on the 15th on X, us 48 team leaders. We meet up on the 15th of January. Okay, now for 2 weeks, guess what we're going to do? Our last 2 weeks of January 2026, we're going to go after the state of Illinois toll booths that's ran by the Ukrainians that makes billions of dollars a year that does not go into American pockets. Okay. I'm going to give you an example, you guys. Minnesota, you guys know the Minnesota Congresswoman, right? There it is, American Truckers United. Excuse me one second. Thank you so much, Jane. I really appreciate you. Lee and Lisa. American Truckers United. They're here. American Truckers United. Thank you, Shannon. I got to write that down. I threw out all my notes. I don't know if it's Lee or Lisa right now, but I literally threw out all my notes. My head was about to explode the last time I went to DC, and I'm starting over. I'm starting over with the knowledge that's just in my head. It just my notes were so scrambled. I'm starting over, which my dad taught me to do that. Just when you're in doubt and you're confused or there's too much going on, throw everything away and start fresh. And that's what I'm doing. Yeah, thank you, Wyatt. I already have a truck, but thank you. You realize David, okay, Sarah says you realize David has over 30 drivers blocked, right? I'm sorry, but I cannot. Yeah, I didn't know that, but I'll work on that, Sarah. I'll work on that because here's the thing. With Ton, Truckers Unite now, and like I said, we can start bringing people up in a minute. You guys all, those of you that know me, most of you that are on here right now, you guys all know me. I don't believe in blocking people unless they're really harassing you or being abusive or something like that. When you block someone, you're basically saying, you can't work on your problems. You don't like debate, right? You don't like what other people are saying, so you're going to block them unless they agree with you. And that's not what we the truckers, all these other advocates out here, Truckers Unite Now, we're not about that. If we're wrong, if I'm wrong on something, I want you guys to call me out on it. I want to learn. I want to grow. If I'm wrong, I want to know what's right. I want to know the truth. I don't care about your truth. I say that respectfully. I don't care about my truth. I care about the truth. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you feel the same way, right? So that I think this group can work. I think this team of 480 people, I think it can work, y'all, because again, we're going to be all free people moving together to tackle a problem. So let me get back to all right, so the first 2 weeks of this is just an example, right? The first 2 weeks, we get on X on the first, and okay, let's do this, blah blah blah. Let's apply pressure to Sam Graves. Let's all 480 of us. Let's call him every day, email him every day. Let's get appointments to go meet him, talk to him, and apply pressure to get those two things passed. Here's one thing I know for sure: if you think someone else is going to do it, they're not. Nobody is coming to save us, you guys. Nobody is coming to save us. Nobody is going to help us but us. If we want to save the trucking industry, we have got to get off our butts and do it. Lisa said, "Be careful, knowledge." Well, am I talking to Lisa right now? Am I talking to you, Lee? Who am I talking to, first of all? Not that it matters too much. I'm praying for y'all every day, though. Just so you know, I am tickled pink to see you on here right now. I'm so happy to see you guys on here. I think about you guys every day. Okay, I really do. Um, okay, so Kate says there is too much money against us. Yeah, there is. But when we get 480 people, then we can even help that 480 people grow. And I just thought of something. Um, The 9 spear drivers can recruit more drivers or people. Okay, so yes, Kate, that is the problem. They do have more money than us, but you know what we have? We have numbers. So when we unite our numbers, we can have everything we want. We can literally have paradise. We can have it all. We can have everything we want. We can. We can make 200,000 a year. We can work less. We can have medical and dental for our families, a great retirement package. We can have it all. We can have it all to where when we pull in a truck stop, people greet us and respect us. Of course, but you have to be respectful too. It goes both ways, right? But back to the blocking thing, yeah. Blocking isn't, if you want to be on this team, it definitely is going to take the 480 people that are going to be on this team, they've got to be able to debate civilly, respectfully, calmly, non-violently. They've got to be able to communicate with people, return messages. It's not easy to be an advocate. Everybody thinks like maybe it's fun or something. I don't know. It's just a ton of stress and it's a lot of extra time that you're putting into it for free. And if you're not passionate about it, you probably shouldn't be an advocate. If you don't believe in what you're doing and you don't love what you're doing and you're not doing it because it's what you believe in, it's the right thing of what you believe in. If you're not doing it for that reason, you shouldn't be on this team. If you're not doing it because you don't love the trucking industry, you don't love America, you don't love your family or our people, our citizens, you shouldn't be on this team. Just saying. So, so yeah, what are we going to do? So yeah, the end of January, we might tackle the toll system in Illinois. And it might even it's probably going to take longer. This is going to take years to untangle, right? Just like Trump said. It's going to take years to untangle. But what we need to do, what would be a good idea to do is to get a team together of small carriers, drivers, and if there's a few good brokers out there that want to join, that's fine. If you're a good person and you love the industry and you do the right thing, you're fair, you don't have to be perfect. No one's perfect. Only Jesus is perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect man. So Sarah, I don't know if that answers your questions. For those that are new here, I'm back. Okay. And what we're doing here at Ton Truckers Unite Now, we are building a team we need 480 people. We need 480, preferably small carriers or drivers. We are building a team of free individuals that want to tackle the industry problems. We don't have money. I know none of us have money. I know we don't. I don't need to ask you what your savings account is because there's a 90% chance you got zero in your savings account. I say that respectfully. I don't say I don't have anything. And I work my butt off. I work 90 hours a week. Thank you, Jane. I appreciate that. So, anyways, we need 48, I call them team drivers. We can call them something different. This doesn't have to be what I want. We are a team. We are a group of people. We decide these things together. It's not Vince's group, okay? It's the trucking industry group. I don't even consider this channel, Truckers Unite Now. I really don't even consider this my channel. I consider this an advocacy page for trucking. And if I could build it up to 2 million American truck drivers all in one place and then hand it to all of us, I will. Okay? This isn't about money for me. This is about my 8-year-old daughter over here being able to have a good life. And right now, we have a decent life. We are rich. We do rich in love and health. We have a home. We're paying our bills. But I'm sorry, that's not what America's about. Not in my mind. America, in my mind, is about dreams. It's about hope. It's about small business, building something stronger. It's about critical thinkers. It's about freedom. It's about real freedom. It's about real critical thinkers. It's about people really caring about one another and building up each other, not just thinking about themselves. Okay, so Kay says, what are we fighting for? What are the solutions? So that's hey, what's up, MC Adventure? How are you, brother? Love your videos. You're getting much better, dude. So Sarah, so the solutions are whatever we come up with together. We got to build this group first, or this team. We got to build this team. Would you like to be on it? So I'm looking for 48 individuals that are willing to give like 20 hours a week minimum of your life for free to the trucking industry, to the group, to the team. And I'll be right there with you. I'm Nevada. So anybody that wants to be a part of this group, I need your full name, your first and last name, and your phone number. And I'm going to put together not a glossary. My brain is on overload right now. I'm going to put together a contact list for everybody that can contact each other, because one thing's for sure, things that become great, they're great because you hand the work off to other people. Like, I can't do this by myself, y'all. I need you. I can't do it all by myself. I need 9 other spear drivers for Nevada. I'm a team leader, okay, for Nevada. I need 9 other small carriers or drivers for the state of Nevada. Is there anybody out there that would like to join? If so, please DM me your full name and your phone number. And I'm going to put together a list. And let's build this team, man. Let's build a team and let's start going after the ELD issues. Let's start going after the tolls. Let's obliterate. Maybe that's not a good word. Let's get rid of the toll system, or in the Midwest and on the East Coast, especially the Northeast, let's either get rid of the toll system altogether, or let's make sure that money gets dropped significantly and it gets put into American pockets. I want to see every penny go right here. I don't want to see our tax dollars anymore going anywhere else. I am tired. I don't know about you guys. I am fed up and I'm over it. I am over enough talk, okay? The ATA doesn't care. The American Trucking Association, they don't care. And guess what, y'all? I just learned the ATA has a branch in every single state, okay? Nevada has what's called Nevada Trucking Association. Guess who Nevada Trucking Association is? They're the ATA. They're the ATA. They're just an off branch for Nevada. The guy that runs it, his name is Pete Emos. I'm going to go have a little conversation with Pete Emos. My congressman, his name is Mark Amodai. Guess who's buddies? Mark Amodai and Pete Emos are buddies. They know each other well. Do you think either one of these men are a truck driver, small carrier, broker, shipper? Do you think they love the trucking industry? And let me ask you a question. How much money do you think these two men make every year? Congressmen and women make about what, 125 grand a year? That's about what I make take home after taxes, net. That's about what I make as a lease owner operator. Yet the Minnesota congresswoman, she's been in Congress for 7 years. Do the math. Let's be generous. It's about 2 million, right? 1.5 to 2 million. She's worth 30 mil. 30 mil. So I ask you guys, her getting that 30 mil, by her making that 30 mil, did she sell out $500 million worth of jobs or materials or scams that took away from Minnesotians? Did she? Probably. I don't know for sure. Okay, that's just my opinion, my assumption, but I'm probably not far off. We have to tackle this, y'all. We gotta tackle this. Anyways, if anybody wants to come up, I'm only gonna be on here maybe for about 15 more minutes. If anybody would like to come up, I'm giving everybody 3 minutes, and just so everybody's voice is heard, I just ask that you please do not insult truck drivers or call them names. These are the men and women that are bringing you your entire life. Okay, your entire life would collapse if it wasn't for the American truck drivers. So I just ask that you be polite or you will be muted. Sarah, what's going on? You gonna come up and say hi? Jane, you? Kate, welcome in. What's going on? Happy New Year.
Hey, Vince, Happy New Year.
Yeah, how are you?
Oh my God, I remember you having a problem getting home for Christmas. Did everything pan out okay?
Yeah, that was it was a bad trip. Yeah, it was just a really bad trip. I made it home Christmas Eve, but it took every ounce of energy I had, it took for me to get home. It was horrible. How about you? How was your Christmas?
Oh, actually, my partner and I drove up to Seattle, north of Seattle, to see my dad, and it was wonderful. We had a
Okay.
great time. I
Nice.
just wanted to kind of dip in just to, wish you a happy new year and everything. And
Thank you.
I'm gonna probably bounce out, but I just wanted to thank you for everything you do. And
You're
wish you a
welcome.
happy new year, sweetheart. So
Awesome.
I'm gonna bounce out.
All right. Thank you, Kate. If you want to be part of this team, let me know. DM me. We'd love to have you.
Oh yeah,
Let me know.
I will.
Okay.
All right, sweetie.
All right. Take care.
How
Bye-bye.
do I get out of this thing?
I'll disconnect you. I can do
All
it.
right, sweetie.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Sarah, what's going on?
How's your kid doing?
He's good. He today for the first time he ate with no pain. Finally. So I think he's gonna be released probably by Monday. I'll be out of here Sunday though. I still have to deliver that Costco load. So yeah, I'll be in Tracy, California on Monday, and then it looks like I might be going to Georgia. Um, I'll find out tomorrow if I get a load going to Georgia or not. That's how I like to roll. Just, you know what I mean? Nice. Yeah, just and do it fast. Just there and back in 6 days, 7 days, you know. Um, that's how I like to do it anyway.
I came from Georgia. I went home for like a week and a half, and then I came back to work.
Okay. How was your holidays? Did you see your son? Did he have to work or?
Yeah, no. I went home. He was home, so that was good.
Nice.
Then I got a new trailer for Christmas.
Oh, okay.
I bought it for myself.
Nice. Is it like brand new or used or?
No, it's yours.
It's used. It's nice though.
Yeah, I mean, I got a pretty pretty good deal on it. So to me, it's nice because I'm gonna make money off of it. I
Nice.
really don't buy brand new equipment ever, so I didn't
Yeah.
really believe in it.
Well, especially trailers.
Yeah, I mean, it's not worth it.
Right. Right. I hear you. So what do you think about this team? What do you think?
So I think that I understand a little bit about what you're saying, but what if you was to have like a secretary or I think somebody said ambassador or something, right? They have 9 people. Then those 9 people, like you said, go and get 9 people.
Right.
Then you have your team leader, secretary, ambassador, whatever, manage them to make sure they're staying on track.
Well, okay, wait. So the 9 would keep track of the 1 or the 1 would keep track of the 9?
Okay, so the one
Yeah.
would keep track of the main 9, right?
Yes, the team leader. The team leader would organize, motivate, and keep track of the 9. And then hopefully we could keep branching that out, right? Like of those 9, each one of those could go get 9. You know what I mean? Like build it grassroots up, build it strong with people that like us, people that love the industry, people that can debate respectfully, people that, don't have pride and ego. And it's going to be hard to find a lot of people like that. But I believe that they're out there, or I believe that we can motivate each other to be like that. Because if we don't, we're going to lose the trucking industry. We are going to lose it. And if we collapse, everything else is going to collapse behind it.
See, the problem is, a lot of it, right, in the trucking industry is people in general, and I know that everyone's gonna start yelling at me here in a minute when I say this, but truck drivers,
Yeah.
drivers are our worst enemy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and the whole cancel culture thing, like a lot of people that own small companies, like myself, we don't get involved in anything because of all the backlash on our companies.
Right.
And that's. I'm not saying that it's a bad idea what you're doing.
I think if we just motivate each other and we lift each other up, I think it's possible to shift the perspective. I think what's happened looking around, because I notice it when I go to a truck stop and I see somebody that's really grumpy or miserable, and I just go up and start talking to them and thank them for what they did, their whole perspective shifts instantly and they become a nice person, a decent person. It shifts. So I think we're all feeding off each other, being miserable and bitter, and because the job is hard. Let's be honest, the job is freaking hard. It is, and it's miserable being away from your family. So, and being alone and all these other things. So if we shifted that perspective, I wonder what it would be like. Because from what I hear, back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, even, it was phenomenal. 50s, drivers were hanging out, cooking together, and hanging out at the restaurants, right? What's up, sweetie? Hold on. Yeah, I didn't even. Oh yeah, it is. Hang on one sec, guys. What's up, honey? I don't know. We'll find out Sunday. Probably. No, you're okay. Just don't go more than right here. Anyway, Sarah, okay, if you want to hang out, you can, but I'm gonna bounce to him for 3 minutes, see what Mike's gonna say. Sound good? Okay. Mike, what's going on, man? How are you?
Hanging out in Hillsboro, Texas for the weekend. I got screwed over on a load, brother.
Oh, yeah, that just happened to me, dude.
Tyson, they screwed us up there when we got loaded. We were going to be able to get it unloaded Wednesday by 3:30, and then some credit hold for the buyer, I guess.
Right.
And so it took 12 hours to get paperwork, and well, by the time I got paperwork, I had to drive 780 miles in like 2 hours. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I went and tried to get one of those Atlas rockets and shove it up my ass to see if we could get across there, but it didn't work out too well.
Yeah. Wouldn't stay, huh? It wouldn't fit too well.
No, it didn't fit at all. I drank plenty of Vaseline and KY, and it didn't work though. So,
Oh man.
so
Yeah.
we're here till Monday, brother. We're here till Monday. So
I'm so sorry.
fighting over layover and stuff, and which the funny part about it is every time I throw in Quantum Root, boy, do they start stepping and fetching on layover and detention real quick.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Well, you know, I've been actually like focusing on people's websites lately. I think I can't speak for everybody else, but I know for myself, I'm very guilty of before, and I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to grow as a person, and instead of like talking to you before I read your website, go read your website first, and then start talking to you. I looked a little bit at your website tonight because you're one of the people that I'm going to start calling out every day as a resource that drivers, carriers, that people can use, because your guys is, I don't know if it's you guys or who all's in it, but is phenomenal. The work that you guys have done, and talking about overlay pay and detention pay and the legal legalities of it. Most of that stuff I didn't even know. I was like, holy moly, this guy knows a little bit about what he's talking about. But I notice people get on your lives and they just fight you, and then you ask, hey man, have you even went and looked at my website? No, but I don't need to talk to you. And it's like, yeah, you do. You do actually need to go read my stuff and then come back and talk to me. Or we can't really have a conversation, right?
That's the
Um,
conversation I just had on Bobby Loads there earlier, and I was listening to Mike, and he was talking about the situation of the fuel surcharge and stuff. And if you go look at the FOPT Act and Title 6, Section 603, there's an owner operator protection in there to make sure 100% of fuel surcharge goes to the owner operator.
oh wow. Wow.
That's the thing about it. It's, I worked my butt off over 5 years writing that document and bringing everything together on it and looking at everything. And it's like, every night I try to walk around the truck stop to get out of the truck and get some exercise and stuff, and get the blood flowing.
Right, right.
And,
Yeah, stay alive. Yeah.
well, and it's a great way to be able to get to talk to people if you can find anybody outside of the truck, that's not sitting in their truck. So,
Right, right, right.
which, I mean, I understand everybody's got a 10-hour break they got to take, and food and showers and speak with their loved ones, and it's tough.
Yeah.
I get it. I've been out here for 28 years. I mean, this is,
Yeah.
it's not getting any easier. I don't know if it ever will.
No, no, it's getting ridiculous. It's what they're putting us through is ridiculous, and there's got to be a way. It's like you've said in a couple of your videos. You've said, nobody's coming to rescue us. Nobody's coming to help us. But here's the thing. If we were more like what the truckers were like in the 60s and 70s, and we really united, we really moved together. We don't have to be identical, right? We can be individuals, but if we just moved in the same direction instead of fighting each other. I mean, dude, but other like broker shippers, they must laugh at us. They must think this is so funny.
There's one problem with that we have.
Yeah.
When they did the strike in the 70s, the government learned from that. And so this is like when you're talking about going state to state, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
Matt and I talked about this in a podcast here a couple months ago,
Yeah.
about getting together to do that, and how you're going to need to have basically one or two guys leading the cause, and then you can have 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, whatever you can get to show up at each
Per state, per capital. I know
mean?
you and I talked about this last time.
Yeah. And so the only thing that you're going to have is you're going to have to be able to, you're going to be looking at 2 months off to do this, because you're also leading the charge. You're going to have to go from capital to capital to capital. You're not going to be able to make any money. So,
Right.
you're looking at truck payment, mortgage payment, food.
I know. I know. But here's, listen, Mike, this is what people don't understand though. This is what drivers don't understand. To gamble and sacrifice something today or tomorrow will bring you riches in a week or 2 months. Does that make sense? Like, okay, so I lose my 2022 Ford Expedition King Ranch. So I lose it. But then in 2 months, when I'm making 10 grand a week, I go buy a Mercedes. Does that make sense? And
I know what you're saying there, and I do.
yeah.
I understand that.
But people are so brainwashed, they're not willing to do it. How do we unbrainwash people to realize how powerful they really are?
Well, see, this is where I was going with the 70s. Was the one thing that they had is they were able to do the strike, okay, and the government learned from that.
Right.
So there will never be another one of those that happens. They literally already have plans in place. If all of us truckers were to try to shut down, they would literally shut the highways down, bring in all of the military, and you would see military convoys going up and down the highways, bringing food, fuel, necessities to every grocery store and every gas station. Because most of your hospitals as well, they receive orders every day. So unfortunately, they learned and they took that one away from us. You
Okay.
know, so that's the thing that kind of got us there. You know, I truly believe if we can actually go through and we can do like I was scrolling through here before I got on your live, and I was listening like this one guy, Axel, I think was his name here on TikTok, but he was talking about how I guess a carrier had gotten double brokered and kind of got screwed over. And I got to thinking, and I think I'm going to go into the website here and maybe see if I can't design some sort of a page inside the website to where maybe we can go through. And if you have situations like that,
Mhm.
we need to be able to have a central area toward that. Like if we, like, for instance, Mike was talking about on that one with Bobby Lowe's today, a broker that he dealt with years ago when he was car hauling.
Right.
That, you know, literally went through and I guess the load paid 3,600, but he only got 1,000, you know, and then I guess the person that received the car was a little pissed off about that because, you know, the way it was made to seem to the guy that was buying the car that he was having to pay $3,600 to the driver to get it there. And when,
Wow.
you know, Mike talked to him and said, you know, hey, it's $100, you know, or $1,000 is what he's getting out of it. So
Wow.
I think if we need to bring something together like that for the entire industry to go to,
Right.
and we'll just say ABC brokerage is, you know, but you know, they're
JJ, do you know JJ, hold on. JJ Trucking Consultant? Yeah. Okay. I mean, it might be good to unite with him. And real quick, hold on, Sarah. Mike, that's what I'm kind of thinking my purpose here is to kind of like, I don't want to say unite us all, but try to keep us all focused on, let's focus on, because we all have great ideas. I believe in everybody's idea. I do. And you know, David thinks I'm crazy for that. He wants me to just follow him, but I'm a free man, just like you are. Just like you are, Sarah. We're all free men and women here.
This is why I'm blocked, sir.
I-
This is why I'm blocked.
I'm blocked too.
Because he came to me, he's
I know.
asked me multiple times to lead his AFTRA, and I've told him I'm not leading it based on what you want. I'm
Right.
not a puppet dog. I've never agreed with your $5, $1.
None of us are.
thing.
Yeah.
You
None
know,
of us
so
are.
don't, you know, and I mean, he's multiple times. And then after this last go around, he just decided to block me. And it's whatever, dude. If that's how you want to be about it, go on about yourself and go somewhere else. Because you're
Yeah.
not trying to bring truckers together. You're blocking truckers that disagree with you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like I literally just said in one of our videos. I don't care if you disagree with us, please come to the live.
Yep. Let's debate. Let's debate it out.
Leander come onto the one live. He challenged me. Okay.
That's
So I
awesome.
went and did research.
Yep.
And I literally made a video and I'm like, hey, okay, so Leander was right here. This is what needs to happen. It has to have an explicit thing in the contract that explicitly waives away your right to an explicit right. It literally has to state in the contract, you waive your right to 13708 and 371.3. If it does not say that, it's not legal. And
So this is what we need to do.
please go through and report that bullshit.
We need one place that we can go to that is like it's free. It doesn't own anybody. Nobody owns it. It's for everyone.
I know I'm so negative, Jane. I know I'm so negative.
You know.
I really am. I'm a terribly negative person. I'm not trying to help anybody. I know. And you know what? If that's how you want to believe, fine, Jane. Have a good day. So it's negative because I disagree. Have a good day.
Sarah.
Can I touch base on something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, Sarah.
Please.
So, lot of the money issues when it comes, I don't believe in the $5, whatever that thing is, right? I don't believe in any of that. But what I do believe in is education, right?
Right.
And a lot of people that become small carriers or owner operators are not educated. They don't even know how to run a spreadsheet at all.
No, they're not.
I'm guilty of that. Yeah.
I've had it wrote in the FOPT that we need to educate new carriers. There's literally an entire 6-month program designed to educate new carriers.
I mean, and I think that personally, I mean, if you're gonna open up any kind of, I don't care if you open up a hotel, right? I mean, you need some sort of business knowledge to be able to be profitable and be able to pay your employees, right? So
Right.
there's a lot of small carriers out here who started a trucking company. They probably never drove a truck before. They get drivers and they never pay them. They never pay them. They just take the money and go out of business.
Right.
So,
You know, it in any business though, you guys wouldn't you agree with, or let me ask you, would you agree with this? Any business it shouldn't be so tight that you have to pinch two pennies together just to keep your equipment going or to keep your supplies coming in to sell. You know, McDonald's doesn't stress over the cost of straws. If the cost of straws go up, they don't stress so hard over it that they're not able to pay their personal bills,
okay, so
right?
I'll touch base on that a little bit, right? And talk about rubbing two pennies together to make it, right?
Mm,
So a lot of people, a lot of small carriers in general. I'm a small carrier, and I'm pointing right at all of us, right? They'll go out and buy all this expensive equipment, right? Because expensive, nice equipment brings the drivers in, right? And my philosophy, if I gotta go buy a brand new truck to have a driver, I don't want the driver, right?
right,
Because I want to be profitable and I want to be able to pay my drivers. So
right.
I do think that there's still money in the industry. I think that people just
You mean the carriers they run their business by taking advantage of drivers like lease owner operator or lease purchase, I mean, not lease owner, lease purchase.
You'll see these small carriers out here going out and buying these brand new Peterbilts or whatever, and they can barely afford them. They can barely afford to pay their drivers, right?
Right.
I mean, that's the carrier. I mean,
So you're saying their business skills are not good enough to get more money out of the shipper, because I know I've been learning that a lot of this is the shippers too. A lot of everybody wants to blame the broker. Shippers are guilty too.
This is the thing. When you look at the shippers are actually going through. They have their own logistics departments. They are looking at the rates that they're moving the freight as it goes. They're tracking it.
Mhm.
They know what they
Oh,
do.
they know what's up, and they know what a CPM is for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, these people that work in their logistics departments
Yeah.
have master's degrees. And people to think that it's all on the brokers, it's not. It's like I keep saying,
Listen,
everybody went
listen.
through and when TQL made the dumbass mistake of screwing over Pete Cheetah like they did and pulling 40%. That is what gave everybody on truckers are very emotional. It only takes one thing. They're like pit bulls. They get their teeth into one thing and they don't want to let go.
Right.
And that's all it took.
Mike,
There it is.
so Mike, let me ask you a question, right? And we're friends. I have no problem with him at all. So if it comes across negative, I'm sorry. But
No.
so let me ask you a question. If a driver or a carrier don't know their numbers, right, and they call and take a load from a broker for like 50 cents cheaper or a
Huh?
dollar cheaper, right, than what they should be, do you not think that rolls downhill and the shipper catches wind of that? What is the shipper gonna do when they find out? They're gonna cut
Well, the
their rate.
shipper,
They're gonna cut
yeah,
their rate too.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. The the shippers know, the brokers know. This is why I've always said, know your operating cost. I mean, I was literally working. I'm working right now with that Mike Laurie right there from Bobby Loads' Live that asked me about helping them bring together with my spreadsheet and learn their operating cost. You know, I think there's somewhere about a year and a half into this. You know, if somebody needs help figuring out their operating costs, please reach out to me. I will send you my spreadsheet. I will help you put it together. It will tell you your cost at all times. You know,
Yeah.
that's the thing about it. I mean, it's,
Who's that other guy that's really good at that? He called out like a lot of people were giving them his settlements, and he put him out on blast. He's pretty popular. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? I can't think of his name right now.
No, I never seen him.
Let me look him up real quick. He's amazing on he literally puts it right out there. Like I'm not gonna start calling out names, but huh?
Do you have
Oh.
YouTube? Mike, do you have YouTube?
yeah, we have YouTube, yes.
Maybe you should make a video and put on your YouTube about how to make a spreadsheet.
Well,
I know.
It's this. Sarah, they don't even have to make it, honey. All they got to do is reach out to me, and I'll send my blank spreadsheet to them.
You guys hear that?
I literally said it. If you prove to me you are a truck driver and you are not going to try to use this for profit, and you need help, you reach out. That's the thing about the Federation of Professional Truckers. We are here to help people. I literally put my spreadsheet.
That's it.
In Dave's Telegram. I literally put my spreadsheet into Dave's.
Thank you, Jane. Mike, it's Big Rig Nation. Big Rig Nation. Do you follow him? Dude, that guy's awesome. Big Rig Nation. Thank you. Jane's on it, man. She is on it. Big Rig Nation. Well, you know what? I personally think that it's possible in 2026 for us to be able to. I'm not saying you and me personally, Mike or Sarah. I would like to. What I would like to help inspire with my channel would be to get truck drivers, carriers, brokers, get everybody talking. And even if we don't like each other, we're doing this. We're talking. Now, I actually like you guys, but there's really only one person that I have blocked. And the only reason I blocked him, I won't even say what his name is. The only reason I blocked him is because he literally started going through all my comments and saying, this guy's trying to make money off you drivers. And he did this and that to his wife and like just all this complete crap. All I'll say is he's not even from the United States. Let's just put it that way. He owns 600 trucks. I don't know why, he just attacks me nonstop. I won't block people, and I hope none of you block. Yeah, how do we grow if we block each other?
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
The only reason that we would ever block anyone is if you come with some sort of negative, derogatory, racial bullshit.
Yes, or violence, or yeah. Yep.
We don't have time for that.
Child stuff. Yeah.
We have a different opinion. That's the thing about this. I don't dislike anybody here. I just have a disagreement with the way we're going about this.
Right.
That's all this is.
Right.
I know Jane wrote down there that I bashed on you. No, actually, we didn't bash on Vince. I just said I wished Vince would have not have went to Washington and wasted all the money and spent the time away from his family, because you know what? You have to be vetted to go see those people. So I knew he wasn't going to get in there. Why waste the time, waste the money, and waste the time away from your family when you're not going to go? Yeah,
Right.
you're going to stand there and holler at him and shit, but wouldn't you much rather have been hugging your son?
Definitely. Well, so for me, 4 months ago, I went there because I was desperate and I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And that's when I became an advocate. When I blew up on TikTok, dude, I got like 15,000 followers within like 3 days. And I blew up and I completely thought I was alone. I was depressed. I was having really stupid thoughts. I won't say what those are, but you can imagine. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So when I got on TikTok and I blew up and I found all y'all and I was like, oh my gosh, there's thousands of us that are just like me. Like it's all of us. And that's what formed me being a trucking advocate. And I promised everybody 4 months ago that 3 or 4 times a year I would keep going to DC and trying to apply pressure. So it's kind of like I'm a man of my word, but I agree with you. You're not wrong. It is a waste of time, kind of. Yeah.
Can you do me a favor, though? If you're going to go to DC, please try to get vetted so you can actually see these people and not stand outside the gate and waste your time away from your family, please.
I hear you,
Can
brother.
do me that favor, sir?
Well,
Please.
yes, I promise you that.
Thank you.
I took 9 days off for a reason, dude. Washington was a disaster. I won't go into detail. I don't want to go into detail, but it was a disaster. I threw out all my notes. It was a disaster. I don't feel like I got any traction, and it's time to approach it. You know, what's the definition of insanity, right?
Yeah, why would I want to let him do that, Jay? Why would I want to let him when I know he's not going to get anywhere and take time out of his away from his family? It does not. It's not constructive.
Well,
it doesn't do any good.
It
Let's
doesn't.
do good here.
It doesn't do any good. But being he already done it, right? And it's already done. It was.
I'm saying going forward.
Oh, go forward. Go forward.
I'll tell you this, Mike. Mike,
It was good for the morale, though.
well, that's what my main goal is to inspire people and unite people. That's it. Like I really feel that's my purpose here is to unite everybody that wants to argue and fight and like
I understand that.
I won't say his name, but I will call him tomorrow and try to iron out the wrinkles because and I've done it before. I've already done it 2 or 3 times, FYI. I hope he's watching right now. You know, I've already done it 2 or 3 times.
You know what?
You
I
know?
understand, and I love the fact that you want to inspire people. We just need to be smart about this, and we need to do it the right way. And if you're going to go talk with, and you want to talk to these people, because the other problem is this: if you get too much of a bad name in Washington, even when you do try to go get vetted, they won't talk to you now.
Right. Right. Well, here's what I'm learning. You know what I'm learning, Mike, is all of our representatives are just going to keep gaslighting us and bullshitting us. I don't think it's really possible to get meetings with any of these people. I think it's so far deep that
I
you
think
know,
this. I think if we were to have somewhere between 100 to 250,000 of us, all
ah,
saying the same
ah,
thing,
now you're
all
talking.
saying the same thing, but we all have to be saying the same thing. We can't the stuff over here, and you have to remove this pay first structure.
Roger.
You have to remove this pay first structure.
Wait, who is?
Bingo. That's Roger.
I figured. Dude, Roger, I don't understand you, brother. I really don't understand you, Roger.
I already called him out. It was Roger. I told you that, Sarah. I knew that was Roger down there.
I don't understand that, man. He just keeps creating fake accounts to keep coming back. I don't understand it. Like me, Roger.
People, man.
Yeah, why not grow and learn? How about that?
Come up here and talk to us.
He doesn't have a voice. He said earlier. He's not feeling well. So yeah, he's probably.
Oh, that's what he was saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but no, this is the thing. We all had to be saying something first. The same thing. Everything, and the pay first. It's got to go away because
Wait. Pay first? What are you talking about? Pay first.
Pay first. A pay first is the $5, $1 a mile thing.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
fixing the pay before you fix the rest of the structure. If you fix the structure, the money comes.
Well, here's the thing, Mike.
So
We don't have money, but we do have the numbers. So in my mind, the first thing is to get us all moving forward the same direction, right? Because we're all going north, south, east, west. I don't mean physically, I mean mentally. None of us are, there's only like out of the 2 million American good truck drivers like that love this industry, that it's what we bleed. Out of the 2 million, I'd say probably only what 300,000 maybe are moving in unison. Lee and Lisa Schmidt, you, Sarah, like that can talk and converse and like you can sit down with me and tell me that and I'll listen and I'll consider it, right? And what you're saying does sound good, by the way. Um, it's taken me literally 5 months to get my appointments with my congressman and one of my senators, which is next month, by the way. It's taken me 5 months. But from what I hear, my congressman is just going to do this. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's great. Okay, I'll get right on that. Because his buddy, Pete Emos, neither one of them have anything to do with the trucking industry as far as history, but yet they both run the trucking industry in Nevada. And they don't do shit for us and they both make millions of dollars. You know how much that pisses me off?
This is why we say don't worry about going to Washington. Matt and I talked about this here a couple of months ago. This is why that going state to state what happens is at that point is you're by going state to state, like Matt and I talked about, like you're talking about doing now. Okay.
Yep.
Eventually, after 2, 3, 4 states, you're going to start picking up the national attention with the media. And you're going to start having governors calling Washington and saying you're going to have attorney generals that actually have a little more power than governors do.
Okay.
They're going to start calling and going, you know what? We just had 50 trucks outside of our Capitol building here, and they just left Columbus and they're on their way to Indianapolis for tomorrow.
Right. And seven media outlets are covering it. Yeah. Yeah.
And they're actually going to follow them to the next state now, because we hear they're going to Michigan next, or we hear they're going to Illinois next.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go to Iowa. And then, where you make the trip. But this is where a lot of money is going to have to be raised for that.
Right.
Because you're going to be spending 2 people that's going to have to be driving their trucks, going state to state, capital to capital. You got food, fuel, the whole 9 yards. But once you do that, and you start getting that,
Thank you, Albert.
before you know it, there's going to be some sort. They're going to have to start taking notes. It's the same thing that happened with like the gay marriage that was fought for years. The states is what got that changed. By the states legalizing it and saying, no, we're not listening to your bullshit anymore, Washington. This is what we want. This is what our constituents want. This is what we want. And when they finally got, I think it was like 35 or 37 states had legalized the gay marriage, right?
Right.
And the federal government was like, okay, we got to do something here. I guess we're going to have to earn our $10 million a year that we use by insider trading. We're going to actually have to do something. Damn, I'm going to have to leave Tahiti,
Yep.
and
Yep.
actually go back to Congress.
Well, that's what people have to realize. See, they don't have a hard life, so they don't care. They're comfortable. They're clean. They see their family all the time. They don't have any problems. So they don't care. So it is going to take all 2 million of us to actively put down the keys for a little bit, and there's going to have to be a small advocacy in all of us. That's what I'm trying to do here. Build a team of free people, free men and women that move in the same direction, and that's it. It's that simple.
I want to bring up an unpopular topic real quick, right?
Okay.
So what do you guys think the government is going to do when all of these different groups, come at them with all different angles, right? Don't you think that it would be good for the industry, like if everyone, like you, him, whoever else that has these groups, you guys all sat down and just agree on one thing to take it to the government? I mean,
So it all starts with numbers though, right? Like Mike was saying, Mike said a really good thing earlier, and Lee and Lisa Schmidt told me this, okay? See, I listen to what people say. Lee and Lisa Schmidt said it best. OOIDA, y'all don't think, a lot of people don't think 150,000 people is a lot. And it's not in comparison of 350 million Americans. But here's the thing. You know how much power OOIDA has in Washington? Ton of power with 150,000 people. So if we could get 200,000 people, what kind of power can we have in Washington? We could have paradise.
Hold on. There's a difference, though. Well, hold on. There's a difference with the OIDA numbers, okay? OIDA numbers, they bring a lot of their numbers. Like, they count me as one of their members, okay?
Right.
And the reason why they do is because I have to be a member to take advantage of their CMCI, which is their drug consortium program. Okay?
Right.
I'm not an active member of OIDA, but they use my membership as such. They really don't have 150,000 active members, if you will. They just have 150,000 people that are taking advantage of their Truckers Advantage fuel card, or their CMCI drug consortium program, or their life insurance, or their, the automotive insurance side for the trucks. So that's why OIDA really doesn't have as much power as what you think, because they don't really have the numbers that
Every time you
that everybody thinks they have.
yeah, I'm the same way. I'm signed up with OIDA for the drug and alcohol and all that.
Yeah.
They take all of our money and they take it to DC and fight for what they want. So,
You want some?
Well, they don't really fight for what.
So I'm packing my backpack tomorrow.
Yes.
When,
Oh,
what's his name?
yes.
Since you leave tomorrow the next day.
Correct.
When Q went there,
I know I'm
and he sat there in
You can start
conference
watching
there,
TV. Watch it on your
4 or
iPad.
5 months
I
ago,
don't have that app.
and he sat there and said that
Dad, it's
the,
okay. I'm making a copier
most
thing for
important
Crystal,
thing
big cardboard, and with my new markers is a draw picture, then make a stand and tape it at the back. And then I'll ask you for your phone, okay?
Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
You're all right. I figured I'd let you listen to your kiddo there. So
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go about 15 more minutes, guys. Yeah, you know,
what I was saying there
yeah.
about Q is this in Oida. Q literally went there in front of Congress and he said one of the most important things that was facing truckers was restroom access. Well, I hate to tell you this, folks. No, it's not, because OSHA's already made that rule. We are considered a worker when we are on site. And OSHA has a policy on based on how many workers are there, you have to give them bathroom access. You know, Matt and I literally just covered this on our last podcast. That there is an OSHA regulation that states there has to be so many bathrooms per number of workers. And we are classified as a worker when we are on site.
Wayne Campbell would know a lot about that too, just FYI. He did something with like deaf truck drivers. There's like,
Right.
yeah, something. I forget exactly what it was.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying is, though, is OIDA doesn't do anything for us when they go there, because when Pew's going to sit there in front of Congress and say one of the most pressing things is bathroom access, I call bullshit. Because right now, if we, Vince, we'll just say you and I, we both roll in with a load, right? And we go to, I don't know, Tyson, if you will, and we'll deliver a bunch of chickens, okay? And we decide we want to use the bathroom, and they say, no, you can't. You make a phone call to OSHA. You report them for not allowing you bathroom access while on property. And OSHA will come in and investigate. And if they are finding that they are not allowing bathroom access,
Were you the one that cut a video on that? That was you that cut that video, wasn't? Okay.
well,
Yeah.
it came out of our podcast. It came out
Gotcha.
of our podcast. So
I remember that now. Yeah.
So, and this is the thing. This is why you're starting to see so many of the shippers and consignees have porta johns, because then they're not able to get in trouble with OSHA, because why? They are offering bathroom access.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease. That's what I'm saying. If we all activate, if we wake up, nothing can stop us. All this crap won't happen to us. But we have to bite back. We have to fight back. We have to move together to not put up with crap. I saw a video the other day and I forget her name. She's pretty popular on TikTok. I forget her name, but she's like, she was talking about somebody that got with a poker. There was a truck driver that was in a reserved spot somewhere and they bugged him. I think it was at Flying J. They banged on his door. He came out with a poker and did whatever. And she's like, I don't advocate for violence, but she goes, thank you for doing that, because now the other 4 million of us will not be bothered anymore. Now Flying J and Pilot are saying to all their employees, do not bother truck drivers for your safety. Now, I also do not advocate for violence, but I know we're all thinking it. Hey, that one driver, whoever did that, I mean, he wasted 20 years of his life. He's now in prison, probably, right? Let's be honest, or if not life. But the rest, I don't have to worry about being in a reserved spot now. Not that I do. I'm just saying, and I'm not advocating for violence, but if we do, we can do the same thing, but peacefully, if we bug the living shit out of everybody in every category.
Well, yeah. That's like truck stops. A lot of people complain about the truck stops, and I'm like, so quit using their services.
Thank you,
You
DJ.
got to get fuel. I understand you have to get fuel. We all got to keep fuel to keep moving. But you know what you don't have to do? You don't have to buy the bags of chips. You don't have to buy the ho-hos. You don't have to buy your sodas there. You know?
Yeah.
You know what you ought to do is? I do
What's
this
that?
all the time. I drop a trailer at the truck stop and I bobtail to the nearest grocery store. And you know what I'm gonna tell everybody. I lie to the truck stop and say I need to go get parts for my trailer, and I bobtail to the grocery store
I really
and I go
see
get
it.
my groceries and I come back. Why do I do this? One, the grocery store is about 50% cheaper. And secondly, I don't want to give any more money to these assholes.
Yep.
Because they don't
Yep.
fix the parking lots. They don't give us what we used to give.
Yep.
Like, this is the one reason why a lot of people
Yep.
are upset
Yep.
about
Yep.
parking or paid parking. Is because we don't get the services we used to. I mean,
Right.
how many TAs and Petros do you go into that the restaurants are closed? That you can't even go sit down in?
TAs,
You know what I mean?
Bad.
That's right. All right, guys, let's give Brett his 3 minutes. Let's see what Brett's saying. What's up, Brett? How are you doing, brother? How was your holidays? Good, man. I'm back at it. Back at it. Let's rock and roll. Let's get some. We're gonna get this done in 2026. We are gonna start a shit show, and we're gonna get truck drivers all collectively moving forward with dominating the trucking industry once again. We are gonna create something that the farmers can be proud of, the welders can be proud of, that Americans can all get involved. Nurses, doctors, like fix your own industry. Get involved. We the people have to wake up. If we the people, we the truck drivers do not wake up, it's going to collapse. It's got to be 2026. None of us can take this anymore. Would you agree? None of us can handle this shit anymore. I can't.
Okay, so what kind of money are y'all looking to make?
I don't want to talk about money. I don't want to talk about.
I didn't ask you. I was asking Vince.
Um that is a broad question, Brett. Yeah, money is not the most important thing here. The most important thing here is for truck drivers to all move in the same direction collectively, and small carriers to all move. There are so many issues. Money's just one of them. There's 20 issues, bro. There's money, there's medical, there's dental, there's retirement, there's parking, there's ELD, there's tolls, I mean, Mike, you have about 20 other you can throw out off the top of your head. There's the bathrooms.
Go to wethept.org and read the FPT Act.
There you go.
Sections that have like 8 or 9 subsections to them. So
Yeah.
I would say there's close to 150 issues.
But
along in that document.
yeah, but money, if you want to talk about money, well, money to me, company drivers should be making no less than 175K a year. That's just off the top of my head. Yes, that's negotiable. That's just a number. I want to start taking away the brainwashing and the sheepleness. And I start with myself. We got to be critical thinkers and think higher of ourselves.
Okay, how much an hour do you have to make 175 a year?
Oh, I've heard this before.
Yeah, we're not going to go over this, Brett. We do this every section, man. Yeah, not tonight. Not tonight, brother, okay? We're not doing algebra tonight, okay? No. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Let's talk about something else. How about the tolls in Illinois? Do you agree with the tolls in Illinois?
Okay, Vince, I'll tell you what. I'm working on taking over the whole trucking industry. Y'all are out of business. Y'all are going to be working for one big company, and that's it. And it's all going to be stationed. I'm going to all the shippers and getting their own trucks and putting everybody out of business because y'all do not know how to run a trucking business.
Can I have this conversation with him?
I know. I've been.
Wait, who are you talking about, Brent? There are hundreds of thousands of men and women that do know how to run a trucking business that make $5 a mile. So who are you talking about, Brent? Stop talking about the 5%. I'm not going to put up with it in 2026. There's 5% scumbags in the trucking industry. We're not going to talk about them. We're going to get them out of the trucking industry. We're going to talk about the 95% of amazing men and women.
Brett, that's $34 an hour, Brett. $34 an hour is $175,000 a year, 14 hours a day, 365 days a year. That's
You don't work 365.
That's 34. That's 34.
I'm working right now.
Yeah, I don't know what trucking company you're talking about. They're working us to unalive right now.
Can we move on? Can we move on to something else, please?
See, y'all don't want to talk. Y'all don't want to.
No, I'm talking to you. I'll talk to you about numbers.
What was your numbers?
No, we don't want to be sheeple. We want to critically think and have a good life. All right, calm down, Brent. Calm down.
What does this guy do? Is he a driver?
I don't know, Brent. What do you do? Are you a driver or carrier or what?
Yeah, I'm a driver. I've been driving for 30 years. And I'm going to tell you what, I was making damn good money until all the fucking companies went out here and gave y'all trucks. And you had to put nothing into it. No money down. You didn't have to do nothing except go in there and breathe on a mirror. And that's when you fucked up this whole industry because you did.
All right, thanks for coming in, Brent. We salute you, sir. My suggestion is, I, dude.
Into this rig here when I bought it, so I don't know where he's
Yeah.
going. But
So real quick, I want this to be, I don't like to disconnect people. I don't like to mute people. I don't want to block people. I don't. But if you are going to insult truck drivers, small carriers, even good brokers or good shippers, if you are going to insult them, this isn't the place for you. I'm sorry. Respectfully, I say that to everyone, please.
you know what? Can I say
You know?
something real quick when we talk about good brokers and stuff?
Yeah.
I want you guys to, if you guys are into hopper bottoms and you're listening, or you're in the bulk industry and you're listening, and you're looking for good brokers, I know some people are going to probably disagree with me with this. Go talk to Mike at RFG Logistics. Please go talk to Justin Abbott or Jacob Perry. They're over at Chesapeake Freight. They're great people. They are brokers. I work with them every day, and they bend over backwards. So,
Nice.
if you're looking for good brokers, go talk to one of them too.
There we go.
Get their information. Please reach out to me in a DM or something. I will tell you, if you're not a follower, please bear with me on time because a lot of times I don't see the message requests. So there, I get tired of hearing people talk about the bad brokers.
Yep.
If we remove the negative and just talk about the positives here, we're going to get a little farther, I think.
Right. For sure. Yep. Yep. Definitely.
Oh, the other thing is this: if anybody needs good fuel cards, if you use Mudflap already and you're looking for better discounts, please reach out to me. I'll hook you up with Abram at Pilot. I'm currently averaging about $2.75 a gallon on pump price.
There we go.
Fuel.
There we go. Damn.
Reach out to me. I will hook you up.
So
all you have to do is have Mudflap, something for him to compare it with.
So, Mike, you and a lot of other people have gotten me to realize that it really is you as the individual. And I'll give you an example. What happened to me, what's happening to you right now, just happened to me 9 days ago in Philadelphia, right? They wasted 2.5 days of my life over pride and ego. I got there Friday night. The broker told me they'll load you Saturday, right? At worst case scenario, Monday. But even at that, the price was worth it, right? Hang on one second. And what happened was Saturday, I spent the night Friday night, whatever, no big deal. Saturday morning I went in and he was like, the crew was there, everybody was working, but he said, your freight is all on the dock ready to go. But he said, we won't have your BOL ready till Monday. And I'm like, oh man, there's nothing I can do if I throw you some cash, because some places will do that, right? Wouldn't do it. I waited all the way till Monday. And this was the depressing part. This is what threw me for a loop. Monday morning, I go in, I'm all excited, whatever. He's like, get on dock 4, whatever. He said I had to wait till Monday because the paperwork wasn't ready and the lady had to be there, right? Well, he hands me the paperwork. The lady's not even there yet. He unloaded me early. Yep. And I'm like, bro, you could have unloaded me. You could have loaded me Saturday. Like, why didn't you? He's like, oh, I just didn't feel like it. We just wanted to relax. So you're getting paid. I was the only truck there, bro. There was like 8 docks. I was the only truck there Saturday. Could have looked. So 2 days off my skin for what? For one man's pride and ego. There's got to be a way for us to put these people in check. It's so crazy. And not only that, money.
I'm hoping that the NPRM that we filed with the FMCSA helps to bring. It's literally just for detention. It is
Yeah, that's awesome.
after 1 hour. Now I know we have 2 of them that Richard Clemente has actually got back to me about. So I'm hoping that we can get some good traction going with this.
Right.
Once it gets fully published, and it actually goes through. But you have to play them at their own game, and their game. This is Monopoly, and this is
Not just that, bro. But
we have to go through and do the comment periods.
Yeah.
We
Hey,
have
Mike,
stuff.
let's give Juan his 3 minutes.
No. Yep,
All
I
right.
came, I'm gonna shut up.
All right. Well, welcome in, Juan. What's up, brother? How are you?
Thank you. How you doing, man?
Good.
Meet you guys.
You too.
Yeah, no, I was just saying because I used to be over the road truck driver, and now I'm doing containers. But another thing I noticed too that the people they drive, that work at the in the force or the union, I should say union, they're the worst ones. They're the ones that doing all that same thing what you're talking about, and they put you on hold, or they'll talk to you a certain way. You can't say nothing, or you get banned. You can't come back, and it's like you have
Oh
to
yeah, like
figure out.
lumpers, like capstone, and
Pretty
yeah,
much, the
yeah.
same way, yeah.
I know it's crazy. You'll just get red flag. See that? So right there, Juan, what you're saying right there, we need to take back the power. We used to be like that. Like, hey, if you don't get me unloaded and if you don't get me loaded in 45 minutes, I'm out of here. And they would get you loaded. You were the man rolling up. And I'm not saying that with pride and ego because I don't think truck drivers should have pride and ego either. I think everybody should be respectful to the next man's time, right? And not be entitled. Yeah, we're all just trying to, yep, we're all just trying to work for our families, man, and go home, you know?
That's quantum merit. Quantum merit. It literally, that's what it means. Is that your services are valuable, and that you are being reasonably um, reimbursed for your time, if you will. That's what it means.
Because time is everything.
It's a legal basis. So if you get held up at a dock, they are using your equipment. They need to reasonably, you know, reimburse you for your time.
Time is the most valuable resource on the planet Earth. Not houses, not gold, not vehicles. The day cab says, what's the plan for bad actors? Well, the day cab, we get them out of the trucking industry. We don't give them business anymore. We band together. We have a bad broker. Nobody take, even if you need that load, even if it's Friday at 3 p.m. and you need that load or you're going to sit over the weekend, you don't take it. Because guess what? They'll be out of business in a month. So you'll suffer for a month, but then we will have paradise the rest of our life. Does that make sense?
Yep, yeah. Because if you look at Florida right now, Florida's the same way. Florida, you go in there like with $2, $3 a mile, but then coming out of there, they're trying to give you 87 cents a mile, which is ridiculous.
Right.
That's the reason I got out of the road.
See, this is one thing, and this is one thing I really wish people would start doing, though, that are carriers or they are they're single truck owner operator or whatever. If you need to know your lanes. If you're going in to Florida or you're going into Vermont or Maine or California or any of these areas that are not going to have any kind of freight coming out of, you need to make sure when you go through and you book that load, you need to plan that you're going to potentially have to drive 300 or 400 miles empty to get another load. That's going to be paid. That's going to pay. And then
So that we bring up that 80 cents to 250.
That's it. Or you're at least, if you do haul that 80 cent, you're still making money at the end of the day. Because think of it this way: if you go into Florida and your truck, it takes $2 a mile to run your truck, okay, and you go into Florida, but you get a rate to where you can drive into Florida at $4 a mile. Well, then when you take that 80 cents coming back out of there to that same back into another area, that literally just increased you to 240 a mile, all miles. Yeah. So you literally just made 40 cents on that. The industry is about averages and it's about proper planning. Now, I'm not saying go through and haul a bunch of loads that don't make money every time. But if you know you can get it into a better area and you plan going into a bad area better, then you don't have to worry about it so much. Or if you want to, you can bounce back out because you got paid to go in there and still bounce back out that 400 miles empty instead of double dipping.
Right.
And you're still being paid for it. Either way. But just please make sure that you're knowing your lanes. Learn
Right.
where the freight's moving. This is why we have in there and we wrote it on the website. We would like to see some sort of schooling have to happen for new carriers.
How about even current carriers, like a refresher course or something? You know what I mean? Because here's the thing, Mike. Mike, I think the problem is, I think a lot of truck drivers, and I don't know this for sure. This is just an opinion of mine. I think there's a few truck drivers out there that they have a lot of pride and ego, and they don't want to admit, hey, Mike, I don't know my cost per mile, brother. Would you sit down for an hour? If I bought you lunch, would you sit down for an hour and would you help me kind of understand some of this stuff a little better? Come to,
Come talk to me.
but there's a lot of drivers out there that aren't willing to take that first step. So how can we get past that ego, that embarrassment?
Swallow their pride. Swallow your pride.
Yeah,
Swallow your pride, because I'm here to tell you
yeah,
this. I've swallowed mine enough over my 46 years on this earth. It tastes like shit for a minute.
it
Guess
does.
what? When you
Yeah,
get done, you wind up eating some nice dessert. So think about
that's
what your
true.
favorite dessert is.
That's true.
You don't have to swallow a little poop to turn around and eat some nice cake.
That's true. My thought on that though is even he's right. He is right. You know what, my son, so I'm trying to get my 14 and my 12-year-old to do YouTube right now, to try to get big on YouTube. And so they started making their first video. They spent like 45 minutes on making this video, right, Juan and Mike? 45 minutes. Well, guess what? My son did something on the my 14-year-old son. He did something on the phone where it erased the entire video. And he's like, "Man, I'm gonna give up. This is stupid. Like, man, I spent 45 minutes." You know what I told him, Mike? I said, that's the best lesson you could have learned. I know it sucks. It's happened to me. I know it sucks, but the suffering and the pain of losing that 45 minutes of your time, your energy, your spirit will make it to where your learning curve, you'll get sharper, you'll get stronger, and you'll never do that again. So it's one of the best lessons you can learn in life is to suffer. Would you agree? Suffering is perseverance. It's not fun. I didn't say it's fun. I don't like to freeze chaining, but it's a good lesson to put a hospital glove on before your snow glove so that your hands don't get soaked in your gloves with the slushy ice and water on Donner Summit or Vail or Cabbage Patch. You know what I mean?
I know exactly
So
what you're talking about.
a thing or two. I
I
might,
will tell
yeah.
you, I don't do any more of that chaining anymore.
Oh,
I come to the conclusion that I'd much rather sit. It saves my tires.
I'm right there with you. Yeah.
If I got a chain, ain't no reason for me to be out on the road. That's my rule.
Yes, sir.
That's a
If
good
I
rule.
have the captain of the ship and I know if I don't feel safe, I ain't driving it.
Do you guys know what chains were invented for? Do you know what they were invented for originally? Chains are not
Chains?
tire chains. Yeah, for a big
Yeah,
rig.
use logging in the mud.
Okay, maybe that. I learned that the main reason chains were invented was to get out of a rut, to get out of being stuck. They weren't invented to drive over Donner 60 miles in the snow. You're not supposed to drive in the snow. Period.
That's why I said logging. Logging has all the ruts.
That
That's why
makes
it's
sense.
logging.
That makes sense.
You
Yeah.
do the,
You're on a dirt
you
trail, dirt
yeah,
roads.
you're on a dirt trail, and then what they would do is they would come out of there, they pull off to the road, they take their tire chains off. That's why all of the trailers you see have all of those hooks on the side. They
Right.
take them off, they stick them on the trailer, down the road they go.
So Mike, so back to your capital to capital. So if we can build this team of 480 drivers, 10 per state, how much would that help your thing if you could get it off the road? See what I mean? That 480 people could help you. It could help 7 or 8 other advocates. That's what I'm going for this year.
You're looking right now. What I think we figured in cost is you're looking at about $50,000 a person. By the time you do the fuel, you do the food,
Just
maintenance
out
and
of
stuff to pay your
pocket.
bills.
Out of pocket.
Out of pocket, yeah. So if you got 2 guys that are going to lead this thing, or 3 guys that are going to lead this thing, you're looking at somewhere around about $50,000 a person. You know, that gives you a little bit of money in case you
Yeah.
retire. That gives you a little bit of money. That's your money for fuel. You know,
My bills alone are about 10, maybe 8 to 10K a month alone. That's like just paying bills. Just paying
Well,
bills.
that's what I'm saying. We were doing this kind of off of an average of what bills might be for the person. Everybody's
Average.
bills are a little different. You know what I mean? So like, that's a hard number to really come up with unless you knew the three people that were going to go do it. Like you, I mean, if it was going to be like you and myself and Matt, we'll say the three of us decide we're going to go lead this across the way. We need to know what your bills are. We need to know what Matt's bills are. We need to know what my bills are.
Right.
And then we've got to obviously we go, okay, well, we know what our mile per gallon is on our trucks. We know how many miles we're driving. So now we got to figure this out for fuel. Your best case scenario would be able to be figuring at the highest rate of fuel cost and not trying to go off of what the lowest is at the time. So you have a little extra money. You're also going to need to make sure that you have money for tire repairs and stuff,
Right.
because it could happen, and that's it. So,
Right.
yeah.
So Juan, are you new to following trucking advocates or?
Yeah, I'm you. I've been trying to. I started kind of getting away a little bit over out of the road, but that's just because all the politics and everything's going on. I just
Yep. Yep.
I noticed it's getting harder and harder for a lot of people, and drivers, even to find drivers, reliable drivers, or you can't find the drivers now because some of them they don't even qualify now because
Hmm.
of the new rules and regulations, and which is ridiculous. It's
Right.
now even to do your medical card, one thing that they're doing, they're checking your blood pressure, and if it's too high, then they make you go do this diabetes test, which they always do it. But and then after that, the next thing they're gonna do now they're doing the CPAT test.
They've been doing that
All
forever.
those
High
tests.
blood pressure, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you initialize it automatically.
Right. Right.
So it's getting harder and harder, and
That depends on how high it is. If you're only a few numbers up, they'll give you a 1 year. If you're in another category, they give you 6 months. If you're not able to get a medical card due to blood pressure, and since my old lady's in the medical industry and has been for 25 years as a nurse, you might want to go see your doctor if your blood pressure's that high. If you can't
yeah.
get a medical card due to blood pressure, you're probably getting close to having a stroke.
Right. So you shouldn't be on the road. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be on the road in an 80,000 pound vehicle.
You might want to, as they say in Monopoly, don't pass go, don't collect $200, go straight to the hospital or go see
Yeah.
your doctor. If your blood pressure's that high, you can't get a med card.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's getting hard to find people that I guess a lot of people now they're afraid of just they hearing all these things going on and happening. So it's harder to find. I got three trucks, and now I decided, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna park them. It makes no sense for me to have my trucks running out there. The loads are not paying like they
Hey,
used to.
what Juan, let me ask you, have you ever thought of, okay, so you're a small carrier, it sounds like, correct? Am I correct on
Yeah.
that? Okay. Have you ever thought of, or do you go and try to find your own work? Do you like go in a shirt and tie and like knock on doors, cold calls?
Yeah, I have. I was doing government contracts too, but even the government contracts were getting a little bit ridiculous. It's like if you don't know somebody in there, you ain't gonna get that contract. The thing that was helping me out is that I was bilingual,
Yeah,
and I was
I could see that
speaking
helping
some
you for
minorities, so
sure.
that was the reason that I was kind of getting contract. But they started getting greedy, and it just the pay was getting a little harder because they pay you 30/30. So that means the contract could be for 6 months. You ain't gonna get paid, but the moment you submit the paperwork, it takes 30 days till you get paid. So
So
that's why I said,
go follow Connected Cargo. His name is Hayden.
okay,
He's a really good broker. He might be able to help you. He's in the comments right now. Go
I'm a
follow
broker
him.
too.
What's
Yeah,
that?
I'm a broker too. I broker freight. I
Oh,
do all
okay.
that. Yeah,
Okay.
I started with May Trucking back in 2011, and I just started just learning the trade, learning it right off the back, and then I started with one truck, and then I went up to 10
Nice.
trucks at one point.
The American
But it started
dream.
getting harder, and I said, no, I'm just trying getting rid of them now. So now I got three, and I was like, I just got them parked. It's like I need to do something or get rid of them.
How about JJ Trucking Consultant? Do you know him here on TikTok? out of Texas.
I don't know a lot of truckers. I'm trying to follow some people because I started a new ventures as well. I started. Well, we all truckers. You know, you go sometimes to the trucking, to the truck stops, and
Yeah.
I gotta admit, bro, coffee sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah.
So I got a store. You guys can follow me. It's I got different name brands, different coffees, and they're all fresh, roasted at the time that you order.
Oh wow.
And so
There we go.
I recommend to truckers. I got Dubai coffee, whiskey coffee.
All right, everybody, go follow Juan if you want some good coffee.
Yeah, I got out there. Whoever buys coffee, I put out some promo codes, discounts, so you guys could get some discounts. But if
There
y'all
we
guys
go.
wanna message me, I'll get you guys a better deal if you guys want some. So I'm looking right now for three veterans. They've been trucking for a long time. They're interested in maybe possibly doing some PR boxes. We'll send you some coffee and just promote my products. So I can get my name out there. And I wanted to do kind of something what you guys are doing. I wanted to raise some money and maybe so that we could use that money made to kind of push back to on some of these rules and laws and regulations because the problem is that we ain't sticking together. Everybody's separated, whites, blacks,
That's all by
Asians.
design, brother. Listen, kids don't know color. They don't see color. That's by design. Believe it.
That's a learned behavior.
It's a learned behavior.
Yes, sir. And so I've been trucking almost 16 years now. So I learned a lot of the road. And one thing for sure, you ain't gonna catch me stranded. And I stop sometimes and I see people stuck out there. They don't even know what to do, and I have to go out there and help them with um, mechanical work or a tire or something because I carry tools, so you won't catch me on the side of the road. But not too many people do that nowadays. Now it's like
You know, I was gonna make a video on that, how like you get a lot of veteran truck drivers on here, 30 plus years experience. They all talk about how truck drivers used to, if the guy broke down, right, a driver broke down, man, you know, people would be on the CBs and people, you weren't alone out on the road, on the open highway. But today it's so bad now. Like the company I'm leased to, I can't say who that is, but the company I'm leased to, if I pull over and help somebody and someone sees the trailer, I could the contract can be ripped up. So they frown upon it. They say no,
that's crazy.
don't help somebody on the side of the highway. It's insane. We need to take back the industry. And I have a good feeling 2026 is the year. I think we're finally fed up enough. I do. I think we're there.
Well, one of the things with helping other truckers and stuff is not everybody carries tools on their trucks anymore like we used to. I
Right.
mean, I know that. I mean, I do. I've got a Milwaukee half inch. I've got a Milwaukee 3/8 impact.
I
I've
have
got
basic
a
tools as well.
impact driver. I've actually got a 20-ton jack. I could literally pull a tire off and put a tire on the side of the road as long as I can get it up on a block. So
Right.
I've also got a 20-ton jack that's air assist. I've got an
The
airline.
26
Not everybody
Folly.
has that stuff.
26 Folly says, like these mega carriers making CB violations to have in their trucks. That's by design too. They do not want truck drivers talking. Why do you think I got banned? Because my voice started getting too loud. So I'll probably get banned again, and that's okay. Y'all are getting to know me, and that's what matters. I'm getting to know you and where you're at, and you're getting to know me. I'm following like FOPT Mike. I'm following him. I'm finding him on YouTube. I'm finding him on Instagram. I'm finding you guys everywhere now, so they can't stop us. Dan, welcome in, brother. How are you?
I just want to say something real quick, and then I want to hop off here, Vince.
Okay, what's up?
So I seen down here in the comments, your guys was talking about the health side and stuff with the blood pressure and stuff. Um, I'm actually getting ready to post up a workout guide, if you will, just to kind of help people. After we had that last live there a couple weeks ago before Christmas with Kate, and was talking about the getting out of the truck and walking around and bringing a 20-pound dumbbell and yada 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 yada. Um, if you want to lose some weight or if you want to get yourself in better shape, there's a lot of things that you can do. So, give me another couple days and it'll be out there for anybody if they need so.
Sweet.
look it up, be able to take it down. So
Thank you, Mike.
hop off here. I'm gonna go to bed.
All right, brother.
Good night.
Yep.
See you again. I'm glad to hear that your kiddo's doing better, bro. I really am.
Yes. Praise God, man. Thank you. I appreciate all the prayer. All right, Mike. Stay in touch, brother. Have a good night.
All right, man. Later. Nice to meet you, man.
Later.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, Dan, welcome in. What's on your mind, brother?
Not much, man. Long time.
Yeah, I just realized I wasn't following you this time. This is a new account. They banned me on my last one, so
Yeah, I saw that. I refollowed you though.
thank you. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, a lot of people are refinding me.
I'm glad to hear your son's doing good too, man. Or better.
Thank you. Hopefully this is the last time.
What happened to your son, if you don't mind me asking?
He has colostomy issues. Yeah, he's 10 and he's had it for, I mean, his whole life. We just figured it out at 5. I want to say at like 5 years old, we started getting him help. We just thought he was a late bloomer and he's had, I don't know, 7 or 8 surgeries. I mean, it's insane. I gotta make a video out of the beads that my wife and the nurses did for him. I mean, they're just all over his wall in his room of like blood tests, x-rays that he's done. He's fighting for his life and he's actually going to be the spokesman for the hospital where we're at in our city next year, this year, 2026, for his good attitude and his joy that he brings the hospital. He has a great attitude, you know.
My prayers go out to your family, man.
Thank you. So Dan, what have you been up to, man?
Work, man. Work. Well, I mean, these past 2 weeks, the holidays have kind of slowed things down a bit, but you know,
Always slow, man, around this time.
stay busy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just wanted to come on and see how you were doing. It's been a minute, and just kind of touch base on what I see happening in the insurance industry right now.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have heard about the newest one. We know New Jersey went to a minimum 1.5 mil on the auto liability they're required to have.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I don't do a lot of business in New Jersey, but I have a handful of clients that I insure. But I haven't seen liability at 1.5 million less than 28,000 for the year for the package. It's absolutely ridiculous.
That's insane.
And now they're trying to pass the law for the 2 million and auto liability everywhere.
Are we really to that point where we just really don't care about what's going to happen to everybody else? Are we really to that point, you know? I think so.
I think they're just trying to push the little guy out because they keep trying to push down our throats the electric trucks. That's all they're doing. Because
guys are falling out too, though.
yeah,
Right?
Oh yeah.
Convoy's an online something or another, right? Dispatch or brokerage or something like that.
yeah,
But I mean, it's happening to the bigger carriers also. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
what I will tell you guys is there's not a lot of markets, insurance markets, that are even willing to do 1.5 million, let alone 2.
well, I when I was working, sorry, Dan, when I started working with May Trucking, one thing that I noticed and I find out that they're self-insured. So they started. I'm not sure exactly how they did it, but I think I have the idea on how to go by doing it. So once
You have to have a lot of money, man.
yeah,
You have
they're opening up a trust. That's what they do, and
Yeah, when you have a big company, you got that much money coming in, you know, and they can prove it that they can self-insure themselves, then yeah,
yeah,
they can do it.
right.
What I will
Well,
tell you is there are markets out there, right? If you're a new venture and you're trying to get your carrier authority up and running, you have no history, right? You got to build your history.
mhm.
And to be honest with you, very few truckers that I talk to or transportation guys are 100% spot free clean. You know, I had a guy just this past week that's been in business 4 years. He was, you know, and he was paying 18,000 a year for a package. I was able to quote him. He's at about 1,100 a month with me. Another quick hint, if you're looking for low insurance coverages, guys, I don't care if you're local or 300 mile radius, intermediate, whatever you want to call it, right?
Mhm.
And you're not required to have an ELD, get an ELD. You don't know how many times I talk to people who I could have hooked them up. All they had to have was their ELD for 90 days. And this guy, the guy I was just talking about.
Oh, and then they can get rid of it after the 90 days.
Well, no, they got to have it. They got to have it.
But do you understand how that could be a conflict though? Because being forced to drive 11 hours a day financially compared to being able to run 12 hours a day twice a week can be the difference in two full loads. Like if you're coming out of Los Angeles, let's say, or New York, and you're forced to stop at that 11 hour mark, instead of like get into LA and park. So the next day you're early to be able to get your next load and get out. That could cost you an entire load. It could cost you $5,000, just that extra hour. Does that make sense? So I could see the conflict in that. It might be worth it to them more, especially if they're a hard runner. I mean, I'm just thinking outside of the box. I could be wrong, but I know for me, it'll cost me a $5,000 load sometimes by not being able to get into LA. I'm out of Reno, so it might be worth it to some guys to not get the cheaper insurance with the ELD versus being able to run hard and pay the extra in insurance. Does that make sense? I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm just, for example. For most, though, there's probably not that many people like that anymore, actually, that even run like that. I don't run like that, but I run the max that I can legally because I'm still raising 4 kids. We live a biblical lifestyle. It's just me supporting 6 people. So for me, that would work. That would work out, you know?
The bottom line is I would have been able to get them down to like $800 a month versus 1,100 a month.
Oh,
How do you have the ELD?
right.
I'm up in Washington. I'm thinking about restarting the authority, but the reason I haven't done it because it's a big startup cost. Mainly with the insurance is always like, oh, we need 25 or close to 30 grand just to get a startup, and then your monthly payments are like between 1,500 and $2,500, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, Washington, if you fit the appetite for a couple of programs that are in Washington, I mean, I've seen auto liability as low as $6K in Washington.
Sheesh.
And then you got your physical damage and your cargo that you have to have. You're talking 800 to 1,000.
Well,
for everybody, you have to fit the appetite, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to have the history, but there's one market in particular, they just kill it every time, So
Sophia.
you have to have the markets. You have to be a true trucking agency, and you have to have the markets to be able to take your guys to,
Well, Dan, just so you know, so 2026, what we're doing at Truckers Unite now, we are putting together a team of 480 total people, 48 team leaders, one in each state, and then 9 other people. So basically 10 people per state that deal with issues, insurance being one of them. I know that. And so we're trying, if you'd like to be on this team, it's, you don't have to, you're not required to you're not technically a part of it. You're just a free person with a lot of other free people moving in one direction as a decent person, as an American citizen. Does that make sense? That loves the industry, that what, you don't have to be a driver, preferably small carrier or driver, but I want good insurance people. I want good brokers. I want good shippers. I want people that love America, love their families, and want to help other people, right? Aren't just thinking about themselves. Because we can have it all. We just have to share a tiny bit. You know what I mean? And go ahead.
Just a quick 7 hours away from you. But
Where are you again?
I'm right in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm meeting with Mark. We only have 2 congressmen, I think, right? South and North. Mark Amodai, I'm meeting with him next month. And I'm going to give him a piece of my mind. Yeah.
But what I wanted to say office in Vegas, and I have extra space in my office. You
Okay.
know, so if you guys want to stop by, you need to use some space to meet with somebody, or
Awesome.
you know, just want to make it a local, you know, office that you can go to if you need to. You know,
Right.
we have space, man. You know,
Nice. That's awesome, man.
but yeah, I just wanted to throw those few tidbits at you. You know, I can tell you that although they're markets, as long as you fit the appetite, you have to find the right agent to get them, you know, to get you those access to those markets, because they're not direct to consumer. Most people don't know who these markets are, you know?
Right.
Send me a message, man. I'm trying to gather, line up all my ducks in the road. I really want to get my truck back on the road, but I'm kind of hesitant because of the insurance that mainly. Um,
Yeah, insurance is hit and miss, man. But Washington, you know, especially, you know, recently, you know, we've been seeing some pretty reasonable rates in Washington, you know. If you want, just send me a message and I'll respond back with a way for you to get a hold of me.
Okay.
Um,
Awesome.
but no, I wanted to throw those few tidbits out because a lot of people don't understand insurance, and when you've been in business, especially when you've been in business for a number of years, you have continuous insurance, right? Preferably clean, not nobody's
Right.
perfectly clean,
Right. 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 Right.
but there are options out there. You know, as long as the agent has the options for you, you know. And I'm not saying it to toot our whistle. We've been in business for a while, you know, but we've worked hard to get these markets, and we continuously get new markets. You know what I mean?
Right. You know, the unfortunate thing, Dan, is it's like I feel like, just personally, I feel like nowadays every single thing in life, you almost have to have a 2-year college degree, like in insurance. Like I should just be able to hire you, pay you, and let you deal with your profession. Let you be the professional. I just pay you a certain amount of money, a fair amount of money, and I don't deal with it. I just go do what I'm good at. But unfortunately, it's not like that nowadays. It's like you almost need a 2-year degree in everything to be in a good spot. Yeah.
Well, look at California now too. California is like that now. If you want insurance, you have to get that through the DMV, and they're the only ones that sell it, and it's hell of expensive.
Right.
Wait, say that one more time.
I said, look at California too. California, there's no more insurance companies out there. If you want insurance, you got to get it through. Every time you renew your plates, you got to get insurance through the DMV.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm 65% of my truckers are California drivers, right? Or California domicile. So we do a lot of
for a quick second because Dan got me on a soapbox, and I just wanted to say something. So I think I heard you say something about if somebody put an ELD in their truck, it could lower their insurance rate.
Yep, you heard that right. Sorry, Dan.
there's programs out there. One of my insureds, or you know, he's new
Okay.
for me this year, but
Now, this is just my personal preference because I drove for 20 years prior to the ELD coming out, and then I drove 10 years with the ELD.
okay.
If you go back and look at the accident, the ELD is, I mean, you have drivers out here racing a clock. If you put an ELD on somebody's desk and say you got to have this work done before you leave to go home, that's going to put a person in panic mode, and they're going to
So I can't.
want
Talking like forced dispatch.
correct.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. I totally get it. I'm just saying that there are options. I mean, if everybody's different, because not one thing works for everybody, right? That's part of my job. That's like me figuring out what's your best option, and we talk about those things, right? If somebody says no, I don't want a camera and I don't want ELD, I don't put them with a company or even quote with a company that offers it. You know, because you have to respect other people's wishes too.
Bingo. Bingo. Freedom. Just give them the freedom. Give people the freedom to choose what they want, ELD or no ELD. I'll tell you this on the ELD, and then On the ELD, I have literally had a lot of hours on my clock, but I've been exhausted. So I pull over and I take a nap, and I have been literally wired, ready to go, ready to drive, but I have no hours. So it's gone against me both ways. Leave it up to the professional. Let the professional driver decide when he or she wants to drive. And if that driver does something to violate the law or to drive when they're tired and they get in an accident, hold that one individual responsible, not the entire group. Enough is enough. The whole group should not be held accountable.
No, I get what you're saying there. Unfortunately, insurance has always been based on a pool. You know, a
I
big
know.
pool. You know,
Connor,
and
do you know about Connor? We're paying for the accident that happened with Connor. Connor's Law out of Jacksonville, Florida. You know what I'm talking about, Dan. Yeah. Who do you think paid that 300 mil? Yeah.
Next time you go, any of you guys go into a truck stop, you ain't got to be nosy, but as you're driving through that truck stop parking lot, look into the cab of that truck and watch how many of them are playing PlayStation, Xbox in their sleeper, while their ELO is in the sleeper berth. And tell
So,
me,
so you mean they're getting 5 hours sleep and then driving probably on their off duty? They're playing. Yeah.
your body knows when enough is enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I agree. I agree. It's just you wouldn't believe the amount of people that I talk to on a weekly or monthly basis, and they're paying, ridiculous prices for insurance. They shouldn't be paying that, right? And I can help them, right? There are programs out there to help them. Yeah, maybe you have to give something up. I mean, to some people, it's a big deal. To other people, it's not. They just want the most cost effective, best insurance they can get, right?
Right.
And if you want to grow, you know, if you're just a one guy, small business, one driver, one truck, and you're not planning on growing, you're gonna get better rates than if you want to grow, right?
Yeah, because you're
Type
taking
thing.
care of your company.
You want to make, yeah, you better be taking care of your company because a driver will put you out of business quicker than anything.
Yes,
You
sir.
know,
Well, Dan, thanks for that news. Do you want to hang out? I'm gonna give Sophia her 3 minutes. Do you want to hang out and add some more or okay.
yeah, no, I'll be here.
All right. Sophia or 26, were you done yet or no?
Yeah, I just wanted to run that past Dan and get his response on that.
Okay. You can hang out if you want. I just try to give everybody 3 minutes and then go back to if people want to keep talking. I'm trying to be respectful to everyone. You know what I mean?
You're
Um,
And Vince, nice to meet you guys. You guys DM me. If you guys, like I said, if you guys interested in doing PR boxes, I got some coffee. Just follow me, and I'll just help me get my name brand out there and
yeah.
see what I can do to help out the community. And
Hey, Juan, start following a lot of the like go to my friends list. I think you can search just trucking and see all that like 80% of the people on my 2000 followers are all truckers or related to the trucking industry. So go follow a lot of those people. You'll start getting to know people and you'll get out there. And I hope you do. Best of luck. All right. All right, brother. Take care. Nice meeting you. All right. Bye-bye. All right. So Sophia, welcome in. Hi, how are you?
Thank you. I'm okay. I just want to share with you something. I found the right information about the transparency, how it was done, and who formed the 371.3 regulation. It was for the small businesses.
Wait, what was the code? What was the code?
Is it transparency?
Oh, 371.3.
Yes, 371.3.
Yep.
That regulation was made specifically for small businesses, for owner operators and carriers.
Okay.
And also, I found the way that we can probably get an estimate about the fuel surcharge that they are keeping from ourselves, from the loads that when we're booking.
Right.
Yes, because they deal with three estimates, but they use the national average.
Right.
And it's very interesting. Maybe I will share with you that information. Because
Okay.
also I had a really bad experience today. I was trying to book a load, and it was really embarrassed because this guy thinks that because we're carriers, we have to put everything on their hands. I'm not their servant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
right.
said, I'm a carrier, and I said, and I'm independent contractor. Whether
Right.
you like it or you don't like it, that's the way it is.
Yep.
But the
Yep. Good
point
for
is that a
you.
lot of people they don't know how to describe themselves, and they don't fight what the rights they have.
Well, they think they're entitled to the overlay pay, the extra fuel surcharge. They feel they're entitled to it, so they don't give it to us, and they're not.
Yes, you're right, and those are called accessories.
Right.
There's another tax that is has to be implemented that is region,
Right.
and also there's some other ones like I said, another accessories. Maybe I will share them with you
Okay.
because it will be really interesting that you bring this up in your time, your free time here with us. That is
Yeah.
not really free because you're really busy. But I'm saying this because
It's all
we
good.
have
That's what
been
we're doing. That's what we're
yes,
doing.
because we have to get together, and I'm gonna start making videos of the politicians and also about somebody who was saying that they have the right to have or make waivers on contracts. Nobody has way to make waivers on their own because the parties involved in the contract they have to be agreed. If they're not agreed, the contract is over. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm just telling you a little bit about this, and I'm gonna share this with you later. I don't know if you have my email, or
Uh.
maybe I can see you in the group of David McCown. Are you there?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna submit to you some of that information, and also
My
I'm gonna share
email's
with
on
you others.
We the Truckers also.
Okay,
WeTheTruckers.com. All the advocates that are on there.
okay.
Yep.
And I have also estimates or how they estimate for hot shots, for step decks, for reefers, and a lot of information that probably I'm
Dude.
going to share it with you.
Yeah, I'll make a video for you. If you want to give me the information, you want me to make a video for you too and post it, I don't mind doing that at all. I do that for
It's
people all the
okay. I
time.
like the way you do your presentations, honestly.
Thank you.
You work hard doing this, and I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. I try.
So I just want to share with you that we have to be on the same page, pushing back these brokers because
Yep.
they own their business, but it doesn't mean they own our business. We are the second party logistics; they're the third party logistics, and they have to understand that whether the regulation it comes or it does not come, we are going to enforce anything money that will help us.
Right. Right.
That's all I can say because it's ourselves against them. And if this is a battle, it's going to be open. We have to do our best.
So does everybody see what Sophia is doing here? So what she is doing, the energy that she's using and the time that she's using to advance herself and educate herself and find out these little cracks in the system. This is how we win. It's not just me doing all the work. It's not just Sophia or Sarah or Dan. Collectively, if we all put in the energy, just a tiny bit, like imagine 2 million people just putting in literally, I don't know, an hour a
Yes.
week, 2 million drivers doing it,
I can
we will
tell.
dominate the industry.
Oh, yes,
Yep.
completely. 100%. You're right.
Yep.
This picture, I'm outside of the FMCSA. That was in, I believe, in 2023.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I
Yes,
got a couple questions for Sophia.
yes, sir.
So I have a question. When you guys are negotiating your rate before you
Make
go to
the stand.
are you guys
Well,
asking about fuel surcharges and other charges or
The point right now to me or my perspectives would be like if we can work with the numbers and make an estimate about how much money we can charge for that, it would be something probably that whatever they give us in a rate lane, can put some money extra on top.
well I mean
Because
the fuel surcharge is it's on I forget what website it is. Vince might know.
Um, Hang on.
It's posted.
I went to a seminar. I went to a seminar to get my certificate as a, because I took a course to become a broker. And I can tell you that people, they never touch that money from the fuel surcharge. If you see it, the revenue these people they have are billions of dollars, and they always are blaming on us because the spot market. It's a lie. Okay, honestly.
The thing is there's not one big problem in the industry. There's not a federal law saying that they got to pay you the fuel surcharge. That's the problem, right? And I'm not saying you're wrong for wanting it, but there's no actual law saying that you're entitled to it.
Okay, we are entitled to it if they reveal the regulation 371.3, the one that is the transparency. We are entitled to that money, but the corruption is being going beyond limits. You name it. The thing is that even if we know how much it is, we want to add money. We just have to add it and say, this is my quote. You want it? If not, then you look for somebody else.
Oh yeah, I believe 100%. You should negotiate all of your rates. Like you should never let them tell you what the rate is. You tell
It's
them.
it's Y chart. I think it's Y charts and U.S. Energy Information Administration, EIA. I think that's the website to find out what the spot market on fuel is based off. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's four or five area like districts in the United States, right? That's why like you go to the south.
You're right.
I think. I think. Yeah.
I can share that one with you.
I think it's Y charts.
Information about the fuel surcharge at the Department of Transportation of the fuel surcharge. I'm sorry, Department of Fuel Surcharge. They're the ones that they're sharing this information every Monday. Every Monday, you can say that the information is updated
Right.
immediately.
Right.
But what I'm saying to you, out of that money, it depends where if it's taken at the lowest, like I said, it's national average. They go for the lowest, so that way they can say this is a general uh, percentage among or all the states together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if we go from California, Florida, and other states, it would be completely different. Like for example, if I'm moving from California to Washington, Oregon, that's higher because the fueling in California and the IFTA is more expensive. But what I want to say to you is that basically what they do is that they take an estimate of the price from the Department of the Energy of the United States, and then they deduct $1.50 only per gallon. It's a federal tax, so you can have an idea how many millions and billions of dollars the government is getting every single day for all the loads that we're moving.
Yep. I know this is what I try to explain to people. Trucking is a $1 trillion. Do you know how much $1 trillion is? And we're all getting paid 60 to 150 grand per truck a year. It's a joke as a driver or a small carrier, right? It's an absolute joke. We should all be living in paradise and working half of what we're working.
Because those billions are ours.
Yes.
Fight for our money. It's not if it is our right, it's our money.
Yeah, we've earned it. That's correct. Yep.
Another thing I want to say briefly, just to finish this, is that let's say, like for example, the fuel price is an average of 354. You take away $1.50 per gallon, and then whatever is the remaining, you divide that into 6 miles per gallon. And from there, you also multiply, depends of the load, how far you're going to. If it's 1,000, 1,500, or something like that, that's the average you have to make to get the percentage or the total amount that you have to get in fuel surcharge. If they don't tell you, you can say, you know what, can I ask for $500? If they say why, because I have to pay my fuel. That's it.
Right.
I mean, I know in general they never touch that money. That's why, like Vince, he's saying there's so many billions of dollars that they're keeping for themselves as a revenue every single year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta go. I shared with you my 3 minutes and maybe
Thank you, Sophia. You can keep going if you want. You're not bound to 3 minutes. I just if you're talking some good stuff. We need to hear this. So if you want to, yeah.
Another thing that I'm planning to do, Vince, is that I'm gonna speak for myself and say, that there's male truckers that they're saying is not right what we're making, and I'm a female driver for over 20 years, and that I'm claiming, or that I'm trying to dispute some money because that money belongs to us. I'm going to be explaining this well to them, whether in Spanish, English, so people they know what's going on because ignorance is a high price that we pay on a daily basis.
Yes.
It's like that.
Yes.
I pay for my course $500, and if I have to pay $1,000, whatever it takes me, if I'm gonna meet all the requirements that I'm gonna need to get better, I'm gonna become better person with well prepared. You know what I'm saying?
Sophia, if you're, as a woman, I don't even consider you that. I consider you a driver first, right? If you're a truck driver, you are a truck driver. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or man. If you are producing the energy to go from shipper to consignee and you're doing it safely in a timely manner that they want, that the customer wants, you should be making what we're all making. There should be no woman or man difference, white or black, all that, you know.
Some mothers are staying, remaining home, taking care of their children. No, I don't have any kids to be taken care of, but it doesn't matter. Women, we do the best working hard.
Right,
Not, I
right,
don't mean like a man, because men are stronger than women,
right.
but I'm saying, because we have different perspectives to see the life and also, where we want to be and the work that we perform and everything. So, I mean, that's my explanation. But I can tell you, let's go higher. They go lower, you go higher. You want to
Yes,
pay less, you ask for more
yes,
money. Let me
yes,
tell you something that I learned in this event. If you want to go and get a load, they don't want to pay you, just look for another customer. That's the way they believe in us, that we don't make it with them in the first call.
yep,
There's going to be a second phone call or a third phone call. Maybe there could be a difference from 300, 700, $1,000.
right.
We don't have to lock down, ourselves in that this is has to be my load. This one has to be my load. Like for example, the load that I have, it is from I don't remember the name of the company, but I can tell you that it would be really nice, not because I say so, that
Right,
only American people will be developing the business as a brokers. Honestly,
right.
no other nationality. I'm sorry. It's not that I'm racist, not racist. It's because it's a right to be here in the United States to do things, for the best perspectives for all American citizens and
Yes.
all businesses. Honestly,
I delivered some hazmat one time to a farmer, and there was a young woman on the forklift, or it was like some kind of tractor, and she was unloading everything from my trailer. And the farmer, there was like two other young women there. They were like in their early 20s. And the farmer, a man, came over to me and he goes, go ahead, ask me. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I really didn't have any questions for him, but he goes, go ahead and ask me. And I go, what are you talking about? He goes, are you wondering why I only have women working for me on my farm? And I go, I wasn't even thinking that, but since you brought it up, why do you only have women working for you on the farm? You know what he told me? He said, I learned 40 years ago that young men versus young women, I save a lot more on my equipment because a young woman, women are much more gentle on the equipment than men are. Men are a lot rougher on the equipment. I don't know why I always thought of that, but that always like kind of made me think like he's right. Like as a young man, not older men like me, I'm gentle on equipment. But when I was younger, I was pretty kind of rough with equipment. But like my wife in her early 20s, she wasn't rough with things. She was very gentle with things. Does that make sense? So I always thought of that. I don't know why. I always thought of that.
it is true. It is true. But
Yeah.
everybody has a different point of view. But you're right.
Right.
It's right.
All right. Well,
Manage with
yeah.
machines and things like that.
All right.
Okay, so
Well,
I'll
send
keep
me.
in touch with you, okay?
Yes.
I'll send you that info because it will be really interesting. You have a lot of people coming here, stopping by and sharing with you different stories, and this is my story for tonight.
Right on. Send me that information. I'll make a video for you, for us. I'll make a video for us, for all of us.
Yes, for
Yeah,
us. Yes.
for sure. All right, Sophia. Good talking to you. Happy New Year. All right.
To you too.
All right. Bye bye. Sarah, do you have anything else, or can we go to Is This Real?
Yeah, go to him or her or whoever they are.
Okay. Is This Real? Welcome in. How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, hang on one second. Is This Real was next. Roger, are you there? Hello, hello. All right. Roger's not there. Bluegrass, welcome in, man. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
I'm good, brother. What's on your mind?
I'm not on my mind. I'm just listening.
Oh, okay.
Just doing a lot of listening.
What do you think? Would you like to join the team?
I don't know. Y'all, what y'all do is a lot different than what I do out here. But I know we're all truck drivers together.
That's right. That's right. We need to make a new name for ourselves. 2.0, man. America 2.0. You know what I mean?
I follow you because you do a lot of good. You try to help people.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that, man. That's my main goal is to inspire people to try to bring back morals and values of what the older ways were like, because to me, what a lot of people are not realizing is our most valuable resource is time. So many people don't understand that. They think money is the most important thing. They think houses or equipment or toys or furniture. All these things are important. None of these things matter. The only thing that matters is this little short 100 years, if we're lucky, that we have on this planet together. So if we're not investing into each other, we're just investing into things. These things aren't going to make it. They'll make us happy for a day or two, maybe a week, a month. But if you don't have people to share it with, what's it worth?
Nothing.
Nothing. Ain't worth nothing. If you don't have kids and grandkids jumping on you, what's it worth? You know, I mean, how much does someone need? How much money do you need? Damn. You know,
I got a question for you.
yeah.
So when it comes to, I'm not gonna say your company name, but when it comes to a big company like that, and you're an owner, operator, lease on from, when the rates go up in the spot market, do they raise your rates or do they stay the same? What happens there?
Eh, there's 44,000 loads a day, give or take, with the company I'm leased to. So it's, you got the cheapskates, you got then you got the shippers that don't want to pay anything, you got the shippers that want to take advantage, you got the shippers that are decent, that pay decent, and then you got the shippers that if they find a good driver, they'll give you $5, $6 a mile. So it's very much like being an actual owner operator in the free open world. It's the same with being leased to where I am. There's just it's so many different customers. It's hard to give you an answer. Does that make sense? But a basic answer is yes. It fluctuates. It's a basic spot market. There is an average. Yes, there is.
I didn't know like how that worked. I wasn't
Mhm.
attack you. I just really didn't.
Oh, it's okay. You're not attacking me. You just ask. You're just curious. So yes, we do have an average. Go ahead, Bluegrass.
It's like me. I don't own my own truck, but I'm not gonna. I won't ever drive by the mile again.
I don't blame you. What do you?
I get 30% off the top, and that I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's enough.
People don't get that.
Right.
Don't even get that. A lot of people don't get like 25. But I work for some good people too. That means a lot.
That's me.
I work for some very good people. And they're not greedy.
That that's what it's about right there. See, it's okay. So it sounds like they take care of you. They take care of you. They don't have to. They could take advantage of you. They could pay you 80% of what they're paying you, right? And stick a little more in their pocket. Do a little more for their family, but they want to keep you because you provide a good service for them. So they're like, okay, we're going to take care of you so you can take care of your family, be happy, and stick around.
Pretty much said it all right there.
I also pay my drivers 30%.
Bro, you know what? There are so many companies out here that I'm hearing, drivers that call in and tell me the things that they tell me. I can tell that the company that they work for, the small carrier or big carrier or mega carrier, I can tell that that carrier is making money off their suffering. The carrier is making money off them. Like, if there's stop pay or overlay pay or something, they're taking, 90% of the money and giving the driver 10%. Well, that wasn't your time. You didn't lose half day Friday, Saturday, Sunday to get the pickup Monday. Yes, you lost in the equipment if you lease it or own it and you're making payments or whatever. Yes. but it wasn't the same amount of time that the driver lost. And again, like I say, right? Time is everything. There is a money cap on time because none of us have a lot of it. We're all limited in the time that we have on the planet Earth. So if we're not valuing that time, we're saying our life isn't worth anything. Now it's not that simple because a lot of people want to get on here and say it's all your fault, driver. It's not all your fault. For example, I used to be able to wheel and deal just 2-3 years ago. I've been a lease owner operator for 9 years. I've been able to negotiate accessorials and even the total price of the line haul for 6 years. It's only been about 3 years now. There is no negotiation. Pretty much 99% of the brokers I talk to, zero negotiation today. And I'm sure I'm not alone. Yes. That was all I had.
Can I comment on a comment in the chat down here?
Sure.
The driver says that his company put him on the 1099 without his permission. Did you ask them when you went there to go to work how they paid? Like, I mean,
Say that again.
the driver down here is saying that I've had carriers put me on a 1099 without my permission.
There you go. See?
I'm trying to understand that because
Well, they're saving on taxes. They're saving on taxes, workers' comp. They're saving on Social Security. They're saving, I don't know off the top of my head, I don't know, a couple grand a month.
they are taking advantage, but I'm just wondering why as drivers, why don't we ask questions like before we get ourselves in a situation?
I personally, from what I've been kind of watching and seeing, I think truck drivers get complacent. It's like me, I'm really good at being a truck driver. I don't know what else I'd do. So when the rates go down, it's like, well, what else am I going to do but drive a truck? So, and if you don't have the skills to find a better location, and it all depends on what location you're in, right? Like Reno, Nevada, you know how hard it is to find uh good and dedicated freight. I wish I would have, if I could buy a house all over again, because I'm not the person that likes to buy a house every 5 years. I like to, I'll just buy 2 homes my whole life. Buy one, live in it, raise the kids, maybe sell it, go retire somewhere and just be done, right? Same. I don't want to be that kind of person, but what was I getting at? Can you guys hear that or no?
Yeah.
A little bit? Okay, hang on one sec. I'll be right back. I know, but I have an iPad she can watch too. Are you okay with the iPad? Okay. Huh? Yes. Ugh. So anyway, Sarah, that's what they're doing. I think they're saving on taxes, they're saving on workers' comp, they're saving on Social Security to pay for that driver. And that's, if they have 20 drivers, that's what, 50 grand a month? I don't know, give or take. They pay taxes on, well, not the 50, but that's a lot of money, 50 grand for a small carrier, 20 trucks. Exactly.